Welcome to Through the Wire.
Through the Wire.
I was hoping to get the boys. The boys
are back in town.
We are back in town. We've been
We
back
are
in town for a minute. I meant to say that like I ain't seen y'all in a while.
I'll talk to y'all. Nobody been on Discord. Nobody been
Nope.
on nothing. I'm like, dang.
As soon as I got home, it was back into the flow of life. I got home. Me and Dana went out to dinner before I could even drop my bags off. Did some shopping, and it was Ari's birthday. Then it was Father's Day. Then it was Juneteenth.
Oh yeah, things been going up.
And now it's Through the Wire. So
Wow.
shit been.
Hey, we were just in Miami. We did an amazing show. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to
that Miami
all.
show was amazing.
It was amazing, man.
Love the
Crowd
vibes
showdown.
in there. Love the vibes in there. Good start to the tour with Philly and Miami. Vegas, y'all have to top
Vegas.
y'allselves.
We on our way. July 9th. The link will be in the description. TTW Tour. If you there from Vegas, you know what I'm saying? You there for Summer League.
Yup.
If you a native, whatever. We put on a great show. And we doing it again in Vegas, man.
Two good shows, but this by far should be our best. Vegas, you have an advantage because like KB says, Summer League will be there. We got a lot of homies who work in the field who are going to be at Summer League and everything. So this should be a jam-packed thing. We got to make sure we promote. The promotion for this should be starting by the end of this week.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a nice little situation to have Summer League there. Might have to pull some strings, man. We got a few relationships.
If there's any time to have a guest for a live show, it's
It
at
is,
Vegas.
yeah, it's
Jordan
Vegas.
Hawkins, UConn, I'm looking at you.
Somebody, right?
Taylor Hendricks, I'm looking at you. Casey
Everybody gonna be
Wallace,
there.
I'm looking
Everybody's
at
there.
you.
Everybody in the
Everybody's
NBA.
But I'm looking
community
at those guys that have, you know what I mean? They are active. You know, and I'm looking at who looking at my story. They be in there.
Definitely,
Yeah.
They be
Taylor
liking
Hendricks be
pictures.
liking
Yeah.
watching the stories too.
Come
So
through.
so come through. I'm
I'll
looking
be
at
checking
y'all.
or Brandon Miller be checking my stories.
He be swiping.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
you
not
don't-
swiping. He be thumbing through the stories. He ain't never swiped up or nothing, but he be viewing it. He be viewing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna pull my my homie card with the new rooks. Cause I told them don't act funny when we see you in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, lot going on in the NBA.
Yes. No
Like-
days off on that.
Lot
That
going
either.
on in the NBA. It's been hard to really grasp everything that's going on because of the our Miami shit was fun, but then the last day for me, KB and Darrick, we got delayed 5 hours, and that kind of took a hunk out of us. I don't know why I was saying that before. His shit got delayed too.
Oh, I talked to
Yeah.
him. Yeah, he got delayed an
2
extra
days.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
yeah,
Miami,
so
be better.
because a lot of people hit me up like, man, what are mock drafts? And I'm like, man, to get back home was a headache, and then like everything I just named, but it's here. But Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal was traded, ladies and gentlemen, to the Phoenix Suns. A couple days before that, we found out that there were two finalists.
Yes.
And those finalists were the Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns. And he ended up there. Ended up in Phoenix for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, some swaps. Who cares?
And a
Jordan
handful of
Hawkins.
seconds.
I said Jordan Hawkins. Jordan Goodwin
Yes.
and Isaiah Todd are also going to Phoenix, a part of it. He forced his way. He got what he wanted, man.
And Woj said last night that hopefully Washington is looking to get a third team involved to send Chris Paul to a contender. So the deal isn't officially done. There's still some shit that could be moved, and Washington can still get some more assets for Chris Paul. But this is going to be a very good trade. I mean, good trade for the sake of the Suns. I think, and Washington get to wash their hands with it. But Bradley Beal being on the Suns gives them a great like third option where what we saw in the playoffs, they were just doubling anybody but KD or D-Book is going to beat us. You kind of got – Bradley Beal has the respect from the league where you're not going to leave him because he can go off of 40 anytime. And but it's like the other pieces. That bench is very thin. They were already thin. And now it's like you got 4 max contracts. Your wiggle room with reconstructing a roster is pretty limited. You're going to have to bring a lot of guys in on minimums. Mm-hmm. And now you're expecting guys to play above a minimum contract in order for you to be legit. So
That's my biggest concern right there.
Yeah.
My biggest concern is a lot of people taking this trade and how people are viewing it and grading it, and they're trying to tie it into Bradley Beal. I am understanding that Bradley Beal is a good basketball player. The Wizards situation is just not – okay, so Bradley Beal isn't a guy that I'm building my entire organization around. That's the problem.
He hasn't shown that throughout his career.
He was never supposed to even be projected to be that guy when he was coming out of Florida. He was looked at as somebody who was going to complement and be a Robin to John Wall's Batman. And I think that's when we saw Bradley Beal ascend into being this guy where it's like, oh, man, this dude is really, really good. Then he took some steps after John Wall left and had the injuries. But the two mistakes that was made was they tried to build around him. They gave him, $251 million.
One of the biggest contracts in NBA history.
No trade clause.
Yep.
we probably won't see another no trade clause in a long time, and if we do, it's probably going to be a team. Hypothetically, like if the Spurs are like they haven't won a championship with Vic, and it's like, all right, Vic, we're gonna be anything you want in a no trade clause. But I doubt we're going to see fucking Drew Holiday level player or like a complimentary
Fringe all-star.
Yeah, fringe all-star player get like that to stay somewhere. But you take all of those outside of that, and I think if Bradley Beal is a complimentary all-star to your star or two, then I think you're in a real good situation. But they are limited.
Yep.
They only have 4 guys under contract
5.
because they just got
I guess
Jordan.
Isaiah Todd and Jordan Goodwin. That's
Goodwin.
fucking
Jordan
weird.
Goodwin,
Well,
who was
Jordan
real
Goodwin's
good
too.
with
Yeah,
the,
Jordan
with the
Goodwin,
Wizards.
too. Illinois boy. But yeah, they got the 4 max contracts. It's Wainwright is still on the contract.
It's Wainwright.
And then Isaiah Todd, and then Goodwin. So that's the roster at the moment.
My perspective could change on this trade depending on what happens with Ayton. I don't know if they're going to keep him, flip him, and turn him into 2 or 3 players. Then this whole thing could be different for me. But as of right now, I think this team still has major holes. I think this could be Brooklyn-esque, where it's so much pressure.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that got, because my question to you is, if Kevin Durant has to miss 25 games again, how confident are you in a Devin Booker, Bradley Beal led team with just role players around?
I mean, I think this is something where it also gives you a security blanket. You always will have 3 or 2 great players on the court at one time, at all times. When you have Bradley Beal and D Book, yeah, I think they can carry the load for KD to miss 25 games. Or either the other way around, if D Book is out, KD and Bradley Beal can. And then they also still have Ayton. Now there's less pressure on Ayton to have to do a lot. Like Ayton now isn't
if he's
looked at
going
as
to be there, I really think he's going to be traded.
Yeah, that could be a
personally.
possibility. I definitely do feel like they do need more of like a rim running, protect the basket, rebound type center.
Right.
I thought they
perimeter
needed that.
defender.
Yeah.
Who's guarding anybody on the perimeter?
Yeah,
that's
Bradley
why
Beal hasn't shown that he's the defender he was when he was
I
John
didn't
Wall
like this
in a
trade
minute.
for the Suns. I thought it was just like they didn't solve the problem of what they needed when they got this trade. It's obviously Bradley Beal's a name. Yes, he can, help off those double teams, but that contract, I would have more likely wanted to see that money kind of spread around. Obviously, you kind of doing a deal with Chris Paul and you got to find a suitor, but depth is going to be depth is so important in terms of just like the longevity, and you need, it's not just one player you need to step in the playoffs. You need damn near 3 or 4. It can't just be one guy, and it's just that I think it's going to bite them. It's going to bite them. I like it. Honestly like this trade more so for the Wizards just because you get off that contract.
Wash your hands.
You wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of things going where you could trade Chris Paul. There's trade talks with Chris Stopps. Kuzma will probably be gone. You have just basically like you can wash your hands fully and have a clean slate, get whatever you can in, and it's just like the biggest thing is you're moving off that contract. But now the Suns got to deal with that. You have 4 players wrapped up, and it's like 150 plus mil. Like I think it's inevitable that DeAndre Ayton gets moved. With that much skill on the perimeter and people that can score, you don't need a big man that needs any touches.
For real, ain't like they went out and got a superstar point guard who finna.
You're right.
Feed
It's
on the
just
ball.
like, and I can understand. Just like I'm not worried about any of the playmaking. Obviously, you want guys that can get people involved in anything. Like you could probably find like a low budget dude that can spread the ball around. But I mean, I trust the playmaking of Devin Booker and Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant enough to kind of like mesh it all together. Because honestly, anytime they taking good shots, it's probably a nice shot compared to what the rest of this roster are going to look out. So I don't know what it's going to be, but they're going to take higher quality shots than just like the most.
I'm concerned with it if you keep Ayton. This is a guy that, for me, from everything that I've seen, he needs touches for the motor to get going. The touches is like the gasoline to his vehicle. So if you're going down stretches and mid-range jumper here, mid-range jumper there, that's 7 possessions in a row where these 3 guys got their shit off and he didn't get a touch. I
mean, he just played with one of the greatest spoon feeders of all time, and he still looked decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that when you boil it down to like what was given up versus what you got in return, it's a huge W for the Phoenix Suns. But obviously, it's not that simple. You gave up an old Chris Paul and Landry Shamet, who's been a part of like 20 trades at this point, but he's got one of those size contracts that he's just gonna keep getting flipped because he's just adding money or whatever, and he's decent. So just strictly off that, a dude that 2 weeks ago we thought he was getting waived, you turned him into Bradley Beal. That sounds dope. But now you have the second highest paid player in the NBA, the fourth highest paid player in the NBA, and the 12th highest paid player in the NBA, all on the same roster. And I ain't even accounting for Ayton, who's also getting $30+ million. And it's just, at first when I saw this trade happen, I thought of the redundancy between having all of these dudes that I don't want to say that Bradley Beal is a need the ball in his hand type dude. I just think that's what he had to do in Washington. Yeah. We've seen points in his career where he's playing with John Wall and he was able to be an off guard. People will be looking at the 3-point percentage. Well, a lot of the 3-pointers that he was missing last season was him trying to create for himself, but his catch and shoot was still 40%. And I think on this team, he's going to have a lot more catch and shoot opportunities. But still, I can't say I love it because the rest of the roster looks very blah. And that's why I agree with P that I can't grade this trade right now without knowing what happens with DeAndre Ayton. If you're saying Ayton is here and now we're just going to fill the rest of the roster with fucking Blake Griffin and all of these other old minimum players, then I'm like, damn, I don't love this deal. But if you flip in DeAndre Ayton for a couple pieces, even if they're not great pieces, but just quality role players that can come in. I think if I'm the Pacers, I'd rather just keep Miles Turner.
Me too.
Miles Turner had a really dope season.
I was seeing that though. I agree.
Miles Turner's 2 years older, and then he was significantly better this season than DeAndre Ayton. So I would just keep that around. So I don't know. I was looking at the teams, all 29 other teams across the league. Like, what team could put together the package for DeAndre Ayton where it makes sense they want him? It's not a lot. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel for the Wizards. I also hate it. Let's be real. The only reason this trade happened was because Bradley Beal had the fucking no trade clause. There are probably other teams out there that would have been able to give them a better package, but you just traded the second highest score in your franchise history for nothing. For nothing. You couldn't get a first-round pick. And I'm assuming, again, if Bradley Beal did not have a no-trade clause, one of the other 29 teams would at least given you a lottery protected first or something.
Miami would have definitely given him some first-round picks.
Something. And I've read that the Miami Heat weren't even that interested. But maybe it's just coming out because they failed to get him. But
they have their eyes set on Damian Lillard.
I'm so tired. Every day there's a new Dame shit. And I'm just like, can we just leave it alone? If he don't get traded, don't talk about it. If he do get traded, then we talk about it.
He's going to be the talk of the summer just because he is like the biggest name.
Talk of last summer.
Well, hopefully it's over on Thursday because if they use that pick, then it's like, I don't know if they do use the pick, then it's going to be talked about even more because, you drafted Scooter Brandon Miller, and now you got to trade Dame. But if they trade the pick, then, okay, we can stop saying that Dame's getting traded. I'm just happy that the offseason started immediately.
Me too.
It started immediately.
It's just frustrating a little bit because and I don't want Phoenix Suns fans to think we shouldn't on their team because you did make a move like KB said. You turned Chris Paul and Landry Shamet into Bradley Beal. But in the new NBA, where we just seen a Denver Nuggets team win a championship without having to make these type of moves, and we seen the disaster of the Lakers going out and getting a name like Russell Westbrook. We saw how Brooklyn turned into this talked about thing and then crumbled. We see how the Clippers are on the last edge.
The Nets failed not because of basketball reasons.
It was because of health.
Not even because of health. I mean, Kyrie requested a trade. They were like 14-2 in their last 16 games when Kyrie they were looking damn good.
James Harden requested a trade kind of out of nowhere. We didn't see that coming.
But when they were all playing together,
which was
they were phenomenal. Games. Was it 33 games? I feel like it was more than that. It was less than that. But when they were playing together, it was phenomenal. It looked like a team that could win a championship. They got unhealthy.
Yeah, was it 11 games?
It was something. 11 sounds more likely.
It was something unreal.
I just remember one of those games against the Bulls on national TV, and they fucked us up.
I remember one game without them. Kyrie fucked y'all up in Brooklyn. Kyrie was showing his ass.
The Bulls don't do a good job of anything.
Do y'all think this trade has a similar domino effect to when Kyrie and KD did request a trade? Where like now every team is now like, oh shit, we now got to make trades and we got to get better.
Absolutely
I don't. If I'm the Denver Nuggets, my teeth are not shaking because this team is put together right now. I still feel like the Denver Nuggets are the favorite to win as of right now, currently constructed. They would still be the favorite out west for me because I think they're the better team.
I don't think the league is shaken up by this move.
No, I felt like this.
They got better,
definitely,
but I don't think that they got crazy.
Yeah, I felt like it kind of positioned themselves again, depending on what you do with the rest of the roster, but. You kind of setting yourself up for failure because you have these three great players and obviously DeAndre Ayton. So it's like the expectations are already high as hell. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny that you said three great players and DeAndre Ayton.
He's a max player. Yeah, I don't know if he's a great player.
Yeah. It's championship or bust now,
which is tough.
Kind of crazy. You don't want to put yourself in that corner.
And it's
over
tough.
the next 2 years at least.
And that's
But
another
they got a
thing,
new
too.
coach as well. It's
New
a
coach.
lot going on here. It got
You
a new
had-
coach, big trade, new ownership.
Let them get out to a slow
Bradley
start.
Beal's agent is the father of the owner. It's just like
I mean, you got to think about it. This roster, what we saw last season, they only bring it back 2 players. If that, DeAndre Ayton might be gone. Devin Booker might be the last. Ishwain, right? Sorry, they might be the last standing Phoenix Suns from just 3 months ago. That's crazy. And a lot of that's Matt Ishbia buying the team and immediately traded for Kevin, and then immediately traded for Brad, and immediately firing Monty Williams. Like Matt Ishbia came in and just said, "Fuck it, I'm doing what I want to do."
I would have kept my bread. I would have kept my book and KD shit, and I would have slowly.
That's what I'm saying. Because you had them wrapped up, and it's not like it was obviously those are your 2 max players, but you had a little bit of money once Chris Paul kind of like you either dealt him for something differently, or you just kind of fell off the books, or they kind of spreading them out. Like you could have had a change to your roster, just add depth. That's what it felt like they were missing. It just felt like it was all Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and nothing. I guess a little bit of Landry Shamet too.
I would have retooled and then try to make a big splash later if
Kevin
needed.
Durant and Devin Booker look phenomenal together.
Bradley Beal's just not a dude I want to pay $57 million to annually.
You know, it's kind of weird having your third best player be your highest paid player.
Exactly.
It doesn't even sound right.
And if hypothetically, if this don't work out, you're in the same position, buddy. Bradley Beal can say, "Hey, I don't want to get traded right now. Or I specifically want to get traded to this organization, and it don't matter. You just got to take bullshit for it because that's exactly what the Wizards just did. You know, so I think there's a world where it does fit. When Kevin Durant was traded to the Phoenix Suns, one of the things that Nekias Duncan from the Dunker Spot podcast was questioning was like, who's going to put pressure on the rim? Because Kevin Durant don't get to the basket ever. Like he was in like the 6th percentile and getting to the basket. Devin Booker's pretty damn good at it. But that was one of the things that they sucked at. Even in the playoffs, remember Monty Williams went up to the podium. It was like there was a foul discrepancy and everybody had to look at Monty Williams in the face and say, "Bro, you don't got nobody on the team that draws." DeAndre Ayton shoots 7-foot jump shots all the time. Bradley Beal adds an element of rim pressure that they haven't had. Him and Devin Booker are going to get to the basket. And that's something that they've lacked over this last couple seasons. So,
Are they putting Bradley Beal to 1?
I think Devin Booker has showed us enough over the last couple seasons that he can handle the primary ball handling because Chris Paul been injured 90% of these years. And even before that, Devin had that one playoff game when Chris Paul was out.
Oh, he had a triple-double.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
Devin Booker had a season of being point guard too.
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine without a lead, get you in your spots guy.
Yeah, because I think
Bradley
Bradley Beal and Devin Booker and KD both have shown that they can facilitate and run off.
Bradley Beal had a season where he almost averaged 7 assists per game a couple years ago with like 2 turnovers. So I think they will be fine in that aspect. I'm questioning, what does that perimeter defense look like?
As a coach who is a defensive specialist in Frank Vogel.
And maybe that's their mind. Hey, Frank Vogel will get everything going because he's been a top 5 defensive coach every year that he's played.
I could see them signing Pat Bev at the. I could see them signing Pat Bev.
Money.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought a good fit with them is they could somehow like find a way to snag Alex Caruso, but they not gonna have enough money probably.
Well, they would have to trade for Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso's on the contract. Do they want to sign and trade DeAndre Ayton? We give you Vucevic, sign and trade Vucevic. We'll give you Alex Caruso. Psych, fuck out of here. What future asset you giving us? You don't have any.
I would have took that
if you the Bulls.
if I'm the Suns.
Oh, if you the Suns,
yeah.
I think if Suns, you do it immediately.
Yeah.
But
Caruso and Vooch for Ayton, hell yeah, they taking that.
Yeah, but the Bulls, what are we doing that for?
At the same time, though,
Vucevic,
Hey,
Frank Vogel is gonna have a hard time. With Vucevic.
I disagree. Vucevic has been anchoring a top 10 defense 2 years in a row.
That wasn't him.
Was he starting at the center position? Is the layup the easiest shot in basketball? Oh, okay. 2 years in the row, he did it. Don't sleep.
What did that top 10 defense get his team?
1 year we were in the playoffs. 1 year we were 1 minute
What
away
y'all
from
do
being
in
in
the
the
playoffs?
playoffs. We lost in 5
Oh.
to the greatest player in the league at that point. So we, even though Chris Middleton wasn't in that series, we talk about defense though. We were defensively solid. But Alex Caruso is an all-defensive player. If you could get Alex Caruso an all-defensive player, you feel great. You're just not going to get it.
The defense is, it's going to be a concern too because they were buckling down in the playoffs. But for you to do that all 82 games, or like all 82 games long, I feel like they're going to be fatigued by the time they get the playoffs.
Maybe they don't care. We have Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley. Bro, we might put up 140 a night. Are you going to match that offense?
What team does that work for?
I'm not saying it's going to work, but I'm just saying this might be the mindset.
I don't know.
What team is matching that type of offensive productivity?
The Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
Okay, the Nuggets can do it. But other than that,
the Kings. They'll put up them points.
The Warriors.
I'm gonna name some trades.
It's got to be a good night for them Warriors to get up there.
I'm gonna do some trades and y'all tell me how y'all like 'em.
Okay.
The Suns get Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, Patty Mills, 22nd overall pick for Ayton and Ish Wainwright.
I don't like it.
I don't like it for
I have
that.
Nicholas Claxton.
And I know
still.
KD like, bro, I'm tired of these.
tired of these
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't really like it because we already have Nicholas Claxton. I know Nicholas Claxton's a free agent next season, but
He's shown that he's very good.
I like him enough where I don't need another center.
The Suns get Zach Collins, Doug McDermott, Devontae Graham, a 2027 first round pick, and the Spurs get
we have Wemby.
I'm just reading them too.
Yeah, we don't need that.
The Suns.
Zach Collins would be a really good
Zach Collins will be good, but
the Suns get Buddy Hield, T.J. McConnell, Aaron Nesmith, and a 26th overall pick. I thought, why would Miles Turner not be?
Yeah, I'm just like
I don't see it. I don't.
One big get like traded in this bag.
Yeah, I don't see them making a
here
deal
you go.
where they don't get a big.
Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, JaVale McGee for DeAndre Ayton.
This was the one that made the most sense to me.
Yeah,
from both perspectives. Now, obviously, it's contingent on what the fuck Kyrie Irving is doing.
and I think it's also what they plan on doing with number 10, because there's still going to be centers available that they could just draft and not pay $30 million to.
Ooh.
Dallas.
Yeah, but you can also get DeAndre Ayton and flip 10.
Yes, you could.
Or get 10, you can get a Taylor Hendricks.
Read that package back for me. It was
Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, JaVale McGee.
If I'm the Suns, I say yes to this deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're losing some overall talent, but Tim Hardaway Jr. is pretty damn good. When he shoots 4 threes in the game, you don't lose.
Oh, and he's off your bench at that point, too.
Yep. And then Maxi Kleber, he had a rough season because he was coming back fighting injury all year long, but Maxi Kleber's a good player, man.
He's a good 4 for them.
Yeah.
I think he starts for them. And then JaVale McGee, you bring him,
He's back, baby.
and Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah.
That's
See, the
your
good thing
little
about
trio.
what the Suns can do, they can go out and sign Darius Bazley to an okay contract, even though he didn't fucking play for them last season. But at this point, you need bodies. Same thing with Busy and same thing with Jacques Landale. You have the ability to give them more than a minimum. Not that much more, but you can bring back some of the players that were originally there. What happens with Josh Okogie, who was really good for them, in my opinion? I don't know. But you feel like you could probably piece together that center position pretty solidly.
I like that
Now,
trio.
you don't also have Chris Paul. Like, I think one of the reasons why you were able to piece together that center position over the last couple of years where Ayton didn't play, or you're like, damn, is Jacques Landale better than DeAndre Ayton? Damn, is Bismack? Because you had Chris Paul, who just puts them in the right spot. You don't have that anymore. So maybe you do need a really decent center because you don't have one of the greatest point guards of all time.
This last trade so horrible. I'm not even reading.
Wait, we got $5 to anybody who can guess what Bismack Biyombo shot at the free throw line for the regular season.
32%.
35.
31.
D-Mills is closest. It's 35.7.
That's a
35
random. Do you just
What'd
know
you say,
that off the
35?
top of your
Yeah.
head?
I just
tell me you the
looked it
closest
back
you
up.
got.
Oh, okay.
But I remember them saying in the playoffs, and I'm like, how the hell do you shoot that bad from the line?
Yeah, I
I
remember
know you
when
don't
he
take
got-
many, but
When he got paid,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
from
had
Charlotte, right?
Championship?
he had that series. No.
He
He
got
got
paid by Orlando.
yes.
Oh, no, Orlando,
because
yeah.
he went against LeBron and had a good series.
all
Oh,
it take.
that was with what team?
He was with the Raptors.
The Raptors.
I mean, he had a 27 rebound game against Kevin Love, and they was like, shit, that's gonna pay him. And they did. He made $72 million.
So LeBron helping guys get paid even when they're not even on the team.
Absolutely. Because Darrick, they lost that series still. Because LeBron is great. But he had a couple games because Jonas Valanciunas messed up his ankle when he started to start.
Is that when they lost in 4? Is that when
They
LeBron?
lost in 6, I'm pretty sure.
Bro,
They won game
what
3
is
and
this
4.
obsession? Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
They probably doing that so Wemby could play the 4.
Oh, probably.
I've been seeing
That
that
makes
where it's
sense.
like his first couple years, they probably
So he
let
can
him
build
play
out
the
his
4.
body and
Yeah.
you don't have to guard other bigs. I can see that to an extent. But also, don't we feel like DeAndre Ayton is another former first overall pick is going to want more, like a lot of opportunity to get touches and shit?
And also, Ayton doesn't really seem like he wants to guard bigs. Like he doesn't want to bang down there with bigs.
Ayton told people before he's drafted, I'm a power forward.
Yeah.
What about this trade? This one kind of, I don't know. The Suns receive Malcolm Brogdon, Al Horford, and the Celtics get Ayton.
Oh, why would
I'm
the
just
Celtics
keeping-
I
do
mean,
that?
if I am the Suns, fuck yes.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
But-
Robert Williams and Horford.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. As a Celtics, you can't.
Nah,
you shouldn't even
I'm
entertain
Suns,
that idea.
I'm taking it up on the Suns. I'm a little concerned though with Al Horford and how well he's gonna be moving.
Because also you have to think about what you have to go against
Malcolm
in the
Brogdon
East.
would be really good.
You still have to probably go through Giannis in order to get to the championship, and you're going to need an Al Horford and a Grant Williams. Like you just can't get rid of those.
I got a
guys.
few more trades. Now, these are not trades built by me.
Oh yeah. I wanted to say that I was reading those off websites.
Yeah. These are built by the community, and when I say the community, these are just NBA fans. These aren't even NBA writers, just fans. This is a 3-teamer. I need y'all to lock in and pay attention. Okay, the Atlanta Hawks.
Hold up, you locked in?
I'm locked the fuck in.
Are you locked in?
I just put my key in the ignition.
Okay. I was hoping somebody. Are you locked in?
I'm always locked in.
I was hoping somebody said I'm stupidly locked in.
Oh,
Shout out to Jimmy.
I ain't stupidly locked in though, because that would mean I wasn't locked in, because he got
bounced
out quick.
So this is a 3-teamer. The Atlanta Hawks are receiving Reggie Bullock, Cameron Payne, and pick number 10. Okay.
So they getting 2 things from the Mavs and campaign from the Suns. Okay.
The Suns get Tim Hardaway Jr. and Clint Capella.
Oh, I think I've seen this one.
And then the Mavericks get Ayton and 15. So the Atlanta Hawks move up 5 picks in the draft
to 10
and get rid of Clint Capella, because I'm assuming that they're saying that Yeka Congo, you're our guy now. Clint could go out of the way. The Suns get 2 really solid. I mean, Clint Capella and Tim Hardaway Jr. would complement this team pretty damn well.
Clint Capella would be so fucking good.
And the Mavericks lose 5 draft spots, but also get DeAndre Ayton.
I like this for every team, because if I'm the Mavericks, I do want my first round pick. I can afford to drop 5 picks for DeAndre Ayton. For Atlanta, we welcome open the door for Onyeka, and then we move up 10. And I'm looking at that team because we still have Trey, DeJounte, Hunter, Collins, and now Onyeka, Bogdanovich, Jalen Johnson, A.J. Griffin, and now I have another 10th pick. They can get like a Jordan Hawkins, Kobe Buffkin, security blanket if you want to move on from DeJounte, because you don't know how that's going to go. I think that will put the Hawks in a really, really good position, in my opinion. Quinn Snyder can go out and get some guys that are his type of guys.
That's the best trade I heard all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Usually this site does not have really good trades. That's one I feel like every team walks out and say.
And usually 3-teamers, somebody gets the short end of the stick. Yeah. And that one, everybody seems like they got exactly what they want.
The Mavericks get a center. They bring back Kyrie. And they use 15, and they go get them a Jet Howard, a 6'8" sniper or something. I don't know.
Or you know they flip 15 into something else, and
I don't know how much you can flip 15 into.
15 and Davis Bertans, that's $17 million. That might be able to get you a little something.
What's the little something to you?
They want DeMar DeRozan.
y'all down like that?
No, I'm talking shit. Not for 15. We at least got to get a lottery pick. You know,
they could maybe get Bryce Sensabaugh, nice little off the bench scoring punch. That's a Mike type of guy.
No, but for real, $17 million in that 15th overall pick. There might be a team that bite at that.
It would have to be on. In my opinion, it would have to be on draft night. If I see somebody I really like falling,
like, oh shit, he's still on the board.
Right, Bilal Colaby is still on the board. I'm like, yo. We doing that trade immediately.
What team has a guy that's making around 17 to 20 million?
Is Gary Trent unrestricted, or is it?
He's a free agent.
Okay,
but maybe you could do a little hush hush. Hey, you draft this dude, re-sign Gary, and we assign and trade him for you.
Yeah, that might be the dream scenario.
This shit better be busting. I know we're doing a lot of talking, but I feel like a lot of trades gonna go down.
Yeah, you know why I feel like that?
I hope so.
They said that Woj said that he is less focusing on announcing the picks because there's so much activity is going to be going on. So,
but Woj was also on television announcing tweets or tweeting. Well, I mean, somebody else has his phone, obviously, but like he's talking about the shit while the tweets are getting on. He could probably do both because he just got somebody with his phone.
Both
Oh man, I'm so amazed by $17 million in the 15th overall pick.
Jazz considering trading picks. Utah has spoken with Pistons and Pacers about moving up to 5 or 7 with eyes on Anthony Black.
Would the Pistons trade Bogdanovich for 15 and?
Ooh,
Darrick,
you might be cooking.
No fucking way.
I think he might be cooking.
What was the trade again? It was Bogdanovich.
No
for the
fucking
15th
way.
in Davis Bertans.
Because he just signed that, so it's already the money matches.
The money is close enough.
Yeah,
but why?
I wouldn't do that.
Because
they bring in another
top-ish pick.
I wouldn't do that.
I guess it depends. Who do you draft at 5? Is
Cam Whitmore?
Okay, Bogdanovich and Cam Whitmore can't play together. I was gonna say if you draft like a Jarris Walker or something.
I still think Bogdanovich
can slide
Jarris
over.
Walker? No, I thought that lineup of Jay Nivey, Bogdanovich, Jarris Walker, and Jalen Durant would be crazy. I like
it too, but
I don't think Jalen Durant starting. I think it's going to be James Wiseman. He started.
Hell no.
James Wiseman started the whole time after he was traded.
If they do not start during his agent, I want him traded. You out your fucking mind if you talk. Not you out your mind.
I was just going based on what I saw.
No, I know. Not you. Their coaches out their fucking mind if that young man is not starting.
I don't know. Maybe they go into have a little battle and Wiseman wins.
Now, if that's the case, sure.
Mm-hmm.
If that's
hopefully
the case,
that should translate on the court too.
Right.
They also got Isaiah Stewart. They got a lot of guys over there.
Isaiah Stewart
might end up a Celtic.
He looked better as a 4.
He looks better as a 4. Can you get them dogs off of
distracted you?
Yes.
But
any more ideas or things about this Bradley Beal trade?
I thought you had some more. That one
was
good.
Still it. So I was like, I don't even need the next one wasn't very good.
That one was good.
That one was solid.
Those are the ones that never happen though. They make too much sense to happen.
Yeah. Which is crazy because you would think they would happen. Like,
yeah.
What do y'all think about
somebody
this?
always got to try to finesse.
What do y'all think about the discourse around Kevin and not being able?
I think it's justified. It's true. I mean, Kevin Durant has played with
some great talent.
Warriors.
No. We can even go back.
I'm not counting that because they were drafted.
Okay,
he didn't.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And James was an MVP. He was 6 man.
But I mean, to go to the Warriors, then to leave that and say I'm leaving. But in order for me to leave, I have to make sure I'm teaming up with this guy. Then we're also going to bring in MVP James
Originally,
Harden.
when they went to Brooklyn, I was like, okay, that's cool. When it was just those two, and then James came like, fuck.
Then James, then you leave there and you go to Phoenix, who look like, hey, we drop him in here, we have a chance. Yeah. And then it doesn't happen.
Nuggets.
And now it's Bradley Beal.
Team hopping.
Hey.
And then that last game against the Nuggets wasn't even close. Like, y'all just got your ass spanked.
Hey, Kevin Durant's just one hell of a general manager. He's a very influential player.
He's not, because if that was the case, he should have just stayed his ass in Golden State.
Yeah, but
I think
he had some shit.
I think on All the Smoke, he said what made him want to leave was that Draymond situation where it got swept under the rug, and like no one talked about it.
Yeah, he didn't like the way it was dealt with.
So,
well.
That's what I be thinking about. It's just, it is what it is at this point with all the KD shit.
I thought Kevin Durant's point of leaving Golden State was to go build something on his own, or not necessarily on his own, but something that
he would be like
the stat.
It's
the
hard to say
of.
he's not the guy because it's Kevin Durant, but it's just like him. It's him, maybe another co-star, and then it's just like a
Good
regular
role players,
roster.
yeah.
You're not expecting 3 All-Stars, potentially.
But even if you do get the 3 All-Stars,
roster.
some shit that you built where like those guys can, and Brooklyn looked like that was going to be it. Yeah, they had hella talent, but them dudes came because Kevin Durant was there, and Brooklyn has never been on shit.
But they had Bruce Brown in that motherfucker.
You feel me? They was building something new. It was kind of like the next person who goes and try to play for like the Knicks. You know what I mean? Where it's like the Knicks ain't been on shit for a long time. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get this shit back popping. I'm gonna be the reason. And anybody else that come join me, they gonna become. And it's looked at as like, man, Kevin Durant, he went and changed the whole shit for the Knicks. They was dookie. They couldn't do shit right. And KD came. It looked like they was on that track for the
KD. Don't you wish you would have came to the Knicks?
Bro, I feel like
before it's all said
and done with Kevin Durant, he gonna go back to OKC.
That's how it was for Kawhi and Paul George going to the Clippers. The Clippers was lame. They was a little brother of the LA. They were never on shit. They didn't even have him.
They haven't changed the narrative.
But if they do win, that shit is gonna hit 10 times harder because it's like the Clippers historically have never been on shit.
Yeah. There's a book that I saw at Barnes & Noble the other day that was called The Clippers Curse.
Damn.
And I almost bought it, but I read like the little inside. It did not grasp me.
How y'all feel about them wanting to bring back Chris Paul?
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
They've been missing that spot.
Sense. If I'm Chris Paul, I saw him do a little interview and they said he was, fake salty, whatever. But if I'm him, I'm happy. Hip, hip, hooray. Going to LA, I'm going to LeBron, or I'm going to Kawhi.
Well, regardless, they said that he wants to stay out west. He wants to stay on the West Coast.
Yes, he should.
So that narrows it down quite
His
a
son
bit.
Can go to Sierra King.
Oh, for real?
He can.
I think it's just all like he was close to family and stuff like that out west.
But yeah, he was at GMM. He found out, not GMM. Is that right?
Good Morning America?
Good Morning. Okay.
GMA.
GMA, because GMM is Good Mythical Morning, which is a YouTube series.
Nerd.
Yeah, no.
What were they saying about him and Isaiah Thomas?
I ain't watched the damn thing.
I didn't see.
That's my guy, but I don't want to hear him talk. But he said he found out he was getting traded on the plane.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise. But I'm like,
it wasn't a surprise.
2 weeks ago, you was getting waived, according to Chris Hayes. So we knew something was going on.
Hell no.
But yeah.
I was saying I could see Kevin Durant ending his career with OKC. Like all his stops so far, OKC seemed like the only place that really felt like home. And maybe that's
they
just
called him a cupcake soon as he
I was
left.
trying to say the same thing. Like, yeah,
they did a whole cupcake night.
I wouldn't see that.
They had a balloon inflatable. That was a cupcake for Kevin Durant.
What I can
with
see
his face on
is
it.
if Seattle gets a team.
I just don't think there is another. I think he's going to end his career, whatever team he ends his career. There's no like circling back one day. Paul Pierce signed a 1-day contract with the Boston Celtics type shit. I don't think that happens with Kevin because he hasn't had a home, if you want to call it that.
That's
which is fine. No, everybody don't need a home.
The closest thing. I feel like he's salty for leaving that a little bit. Obviously, he had to win some championships, but I think he do miss that. Like, because that was where it was all him. They had Russell too, but we knew it was KD team.
Yeah, exactly, that was his staple, and I thought that's what he left Golden State to do. But if it's not, because he's one with the Phoenix Suns, which is
Devin Booker's team.
Yeah, that's Devin Booker's staple. I don't give a fuck how good Kevin Durant plays. He can win the Finals MVP. Devin Booker was the one that was been there from the start, just like Steph Curry. So it's like I thought KD left that shit to go be that guy, to where I made Brooklyn hot. I brought this shit back together. Yeah. I'm the staple. Because if it's not about being a staple, you should have never left the Warriors.
Yeah, it did feel like he was kind of making it their home because I don't know. He brought a new look to the Brooklyn Nets with him and Kyrie.
Yeah, they had swag.
But like you said, the off-court shit kind of fell them like.
What's Soulja Boy say? Her booty got swag. They should have played that.
Were you would you have been interested if you were the Knicks in Bradley Beal?
Depends on what the package was going to be.
If the package was R.J. Barrett, built around R.J.
Why would I have to give up R.J. Barrett and they gave up Chris Paul? Why I got to give up?
Yeah, you're right. And it's hypothetical. There's no Bradley Beal, no trade clause, so he don't force his way to a team. So it's like R.J. and Evan Fournier's contract.
I'm good.
There's
no trade clause is disgusting.
I wonder what happened.
Act like it's not. It's hard for me to act like it's not there.
I wonder what made him choose Phoenix over Miami.
I'm gonna still say no.
Devin Booker played over there,
and his
agent,
but
I would say no to that shit too.
Yeah, I would say no.
That contract is just disgusting.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to gauge,
but also
what the value of Bradley would have been without it.
When we make a move, we need the guy.
True,
Bradley Beal, I respect, I love, and I have admiration for his game. He's not the guy. That's our problem. Is that we have a Brunson, we have Rand. These are like cool, but
good complimentary pieces.
Yeah.
Now you finna pay him $60 million.
We're paying him the guy's money, but he's not the guy.
And then when the guy's available, you ain't got the money to get the guy.
So yeah, I'd rather just have cool team that we continue to get, and let's just hold our chips until fucking Kawhi Leonard
or Damian Lillard is available.
You know,
Jimmy Butler.
Derek, spoiler alert: Damian Lillard's never available.
Facts. They're gonna have to fucking tie him up to a chair
and force his ass out.
And I'm just getting reports that the Pelicans are reluctant to add Zion Williamson to any conversations for the top 2 or 3 picks.
Yeah, they would rather trade B.I.
So, and the Portland Trailblazers would rather get Zion. So, at this point, I don't even think the Pelicans are going to get Scoot, which was an exciting little fold.
The Blazers are trying to get Porzingis for that 3rd pick.
I saw that too.
That's just doing some shit just to do it.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe that?
That's my statement.
You don't believe that report?
I saw that too. That somebody comment on your shit like, look who it's from. Don't believe it.
That's what I was gonna say. When I see a Bulls report from Joe Crowley, what the fuck his name is, I immediately do not believe it. And I think that every single team has a person in the market that just be saying shit. And apparently that guy that reported that is the dude for that market.
Okay.
But I would say if it was real, trade Dame. Porzingis is really good. I don't want people to misunderstand. Porzingis had a really good season.
But
third pick
not
for
worth
us.
that damn 3rd pick at
one
all.
season of Porzingis.
He got no napkins.
Yeah.
I don't know. One season of Porzingis. There's a little bit of tissue on that little roll right there. I don't know.
This little peanut butter look like some dookie.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. I got the hands. Yeah,
the
wind. It's windy.
I'm a Cowboy fan. I feel like Dak.
No, I don't believe that. Porzingis is an interesting player though, because people are assuming that he's going to take that player option and then get traded, which is kind of. I'm trying to figure out from his perspective. Does it make sense? There's not a lot of teams that have money this offseason, right?
Yeah, I don't really want to gut my roster for that 30-something mil for 1 year.
If I'm him, I'm opting out because my injury history does not show.
You want something long term
that I should be betting on myself.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because he could probably get 30 mil still just based off last year.
My question is from where? Because there's a limited amount of teams that have money. It's like the Houston Rockets can't get James Harden, so we get Kristaps Porzingis.
No,
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I keep seeing him photoshopped in a Detroit Pistons jersey though.
That would be crazy.
Because I follow like 3 Pistons fans.
But
They have
Jalen
they
Duren.
have so many. They have bigs they already developing. Just
Absolutely.
stay with your young developing core. Just
I also think they're just mad because they fail in the draft. Makes sense though. You win 20 games just to get.
What about
Cam
the
Whitmore.
world of him just resigning?
Don't give
with,
him that much.
he just resigns with
didn't
Washington
win
and gets
20.
his money, and they can just trade him later.
I would like him in Golden State. I think Golden State would be a good fit.
Me too, especially with Draymond opting out.
Yeah,
Talk
Draymond.
about that.
But
I can see
Woj
him
said
there.
last night that it wasn't. This doesn't seem like a leverage pull. That this is more so just him opting out so he can sign a longer term deal with the Warriors. Like he's not really interested in leaving, and both parties still want to
Yeah, all right.
bring back each other.
We'll see.
Let LeBron pick up the phone and send him one text. He'll sign that minimum. in
He
LA.
doesn't have to. LeBron and him are in France right now.
Hey, LeBron and that man, yeah, bro. I give you a little bit of stock in this company. Just sign this quick minimum. The league got to look into that.
Yeah, I'll take Draymond.
They have to
Wait,
drink.
the lack of shooting on that lineup is gonna
I'll
be
take
crazy.
Draymond.
Draymond, Anthony Davis, and LeBron. LeBron was not making shit.
LeBron was woo.
I'll take Draymond.
They out there drinking Lobos.
He
Yo-
better be getting the
yo,
most.
one
out of
shooter is
Anthony. He
Austin
better be
Reeves.
all in. Bro, I swear.
Listen to
during
this
the,
lineup: Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey,
Whitmore.
Bojan.
No.
Whitmore coming off the bench.
Oh shit.
Bojan, Draymond, Duren,
I can run
and
with
Whitmore off the bench.
36 wins. Here we come, boy.
I couldn't see him
That shit
going
Fuck
from
around, be a playing.
going from a team that could potentially be in the finals to a team that's
I can't
rebuilding.
either. A lot of people was talking about this would be a good spot. What was it? Somebody was pitching, and I respect the dude. I can't remember his name. He's a younger guy. He was talking about instead of James Harden, and he wasn't saying this was going to happen. But he was just saying they need a culture change. So instead of chasing James Harden, the Rockets should be looking at somebody like Draymond who can come in and instill toughness and. But
Everybody's punched in the face if he's in Houston.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's so used to winning to be in
Yeah.
such dysfunction with so young guys who have so much bad habits.
And
I
he-
don't know if he
yeah.
can take that.
And he probably still feels like he has a lot more left because he does have he can
does.
still play basketball
On a really good team.
Yeah.
And that's people always tie him back to Detroit because that's where he grew
Where
up
he
in
from, yeah.
Saginaw, Michigan or something. But
Even like with Chris Paul, I can't see Chris Paul going to a young team and just.
Chris Paul did it well. Remember the
Yeah,
Thunder?
he did it.
Oh, yeah,
one
he
time,
did
that was
it.
enough.
That's why I
Yeah.
like that idea with him.
But they also
going
was
to
a
the
playoff
Spurs.
team.
I like
and he-
him with the Spurs so much,
It
but
does- it
you
makes
can't
a lot of
convince
sense.
that man to go to the Spurs.
I agree with you though.
What that the Thunder was,
The Thunder, people always talk about Chris Paul.
but they were good.
Shea took a big step. Dennis Schroeder to me was a 6-man. Should not have
Yeah.
gone to.
Here they go discrediting CP3 again.
Steven Adams had a great year.
Oh,
You're
Steven
forgetting
Adams.
somebody.
Who am I
The
forgetting?
Rooster.
That's when Steven
Gallinari.
Adams was coming
Oh,
off pin
Gallinari
down
was on
screens
that
in the
team.
bubble.
Gallinari was amazing that year.
I can't believe they discrediting Chris Paul.
It's not to
again.
discredit him, but it's not.
But they
like
had
he
a good
put-
team.
Yeah, he even put them on his back.
Cannot believe they
Hey,
discredited.
hey guys, get in my jam
They
sport.
said he was done. Now he might be done for real this time, but they said he was done. That team had a 0.3% chance of making the playoffs on opening night, and not only did they make it, they were the 5 seed, and they was
Hell
one.
no. Chris Paul got
one-
all them little stats that you like those really good sound good stats. It's just that should never work out to that ring.
Who's your favorite player of all time?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, I can't.
He got
talk
Drew.
about-
He got Drew.
Okay, who is your second favorite player of all time?
Point guard. That's my point guard.
Who's your favorite point guard of all time?
Stephen Curry.
Oh my God, let's just go with the top 10 players of all time.
Yeah,
then.
you crazy.
What you mean?
Who else? Who else? So I could talk shit about them.
He probably like Melo.
Rudy Gay.
Oh hell.
Oh yeah, you should have brought him to the fucking table. What has Rudy Gay done?
He averaged 20 PPG.
What,
Chris Paul has done that too.
once.
But that was
Rudy
before
Gay did it once?
that was before you was an NBA fan, so you don't know about prime Chris Paul when he was fourth at MVP. When he
Oh,
was
he
taking-
won't watch
he
basketball.
he
back
won't watch the basketball back there. He only know Chris Paul from last season.
Look at
then?
that.
How do you know Kobe MVP?
He don't.
How
He
you gonna
don't.
tell me what I know?
He was there for the farewell tour.
Oh,
And
Did
he,
you-
he saw him dance at the free throw line. He's like, "That's my guy."
No, move on from that shit. Somebody. Still one of the funniest.
That's
videos
one of the
I've
best
seen.
edits.
He's one of the best artists of all time. They got
Man.
Snoop Dogg in the back. Like, Kyrie went to the farewell tour, and I'm
He
jealous.
did.
Kyrie spent a lot of money, but it was probably worth it. That's something he will never be able to forget.
Me
I
and
forgot
Bud-
he gave me the number when we were in the car.
Me and
It
Bud
was
thought
like
we was gonna fly
600.
to LA.
Yeah, it was
and
something
see
like
him.
that would have been
That
crazy.
shit would have been raw.
If you was in the tennis for the last game against the Jazz, bro.
But he dropped 60.
I wanna
That would have been
remind people-
crazy.
that the last game of Kobe Bryant's career was on TV over the Warriors, who were one game away from beating the all-time record. They needed one more win to be 73-9 on the same night, and ESPN was like, that motherfucker Kobe's playing his last game. Put that on TV. We don't care about the Warriors breaking history.
And ESPN was right.
They were right, absolutely.
Didn't the Jazz also have stakes in this game?
They needed to win.
Yeah.
To the playoffs.
But
That's what they did.
Kobe said no.
They were just Kobe fanatics. They said, hey, we want to see him do. No, they tried to stop him.
Yeah.
They tried.
Bro,
They
the
tried
best
to stop
part
him.
of that is when he made those free throws to ice the game or mid-range, whatever, and you see a young Jordan Clarkson run to him, young Julius Randle, maybe a young D'Angelo, and they all hug him. If I was one of them, I'd have that shit painted and framed behind me like a mural.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And to see
Yeah.
those dudes grow up and be, good players. Damn.
Yeah, because they all have that team. The Lakers did a good job drafting early.
Man,
We don't talk about it enough. The Lakers had a flawless draft record over the last decade.
Yeah, y'all were drafting
From D'Angelo
hitters.
Russell, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma,
Lonzo
Alex
was kind of
Caruso
but it helped you get Anthony
signed, I
Davis.
guess.
They found Alex Caruso.
Lonzo.
Alex Caruso.
First of all, he said Alex Caruso, and then you said they got
And
Alex
then
Caruso, and then you
Oh.
just said they all three. Y'all look crazy.
I didn't even hear Pete
Y'all
say
now
that. My
y'all
bad.
no longer stupidly locked in. Apparently.
Julius Randle. They be too thirsty to talk.
Yeah, Julius Randle was just on podcast P, and he was talking about that rookie season. with
Zubac.
Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
Even though y'all
Zubac.
flipped him for Mike Muscala for what
That was one of the most random
the
trades.
most random
Yeah, he
doing
didn't even
shit for
Mike
no
Muscala ain't
reason.
do shit.
And he was
nothing.
and Zubac was playing good.
Playing so good.
Didn't Zubac have a 30 rebound game earlier this season?
Yeah. Thomas Bryant, y'all had. I liked in the summer league when y'all had him.
I want to remind people of the game that the Warriors ended up winning to beat 73-9. They won by 21 points. So it was a fucking blowout anyway.
Who they beat?
It was the Grizzlies. Can you name the starting lineup of this Grizzlies team
What
of
year was
April 13th, 2016?
Mike Conley.
Not
Was
on
hurt.
the
Was
not
hurt.
on the team right now.
He
Oh,
was hurt.
Maybe
He had to.
they probably just didn't. They probably
inactive
just,
Mike Conley.
they probably just didn't play their starters.
Marc Gasol.
So Marcus,
No, they were in for playoff spots.
Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol is not on the court for this one,
Is
but
he
he's
hurt?
on the
Damn.
team.
Okay, that's still
So,
two for
so
two.
maybe they were sitting starters. and
Yeah.
shit.
They-
That
that's
probably
still
makes
2 for 2.
I want y'all to give me the real stuff.
Tony Allen.
Tony Allen did not play.
I didn't say. Yeah, that was 2016.
He's on the roster.
2016.
He on the roster?
He's on the roster. He just did not play.
Damn.
Y'all missing the guy. He's Memphis.
Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph. Okay, you got
Oh.
one.
Darrell Arthur.
The real Arthur's not on this roster.
Okay.
This is really really.
is it,
tough. I don't blame y'all for not.
Courtney Lee.
Courtney Lee is not on this roster.
Damn.
Is the point guard white or black?
The point guard is mixed. I would assume. I don't know. I've never seen his parents.
Mixed with what?
He's a light skinned. He's a light skinned fella.
He's light skinned.
He's light skinned.
What jersey?
Former Laker. Former Laker.
Is Jared Bayless on this team?
Nope.
Former Laker.
That's light skin.
Point guard.
Not Jordan Farmar.
Jordan Farmar.
Oh, what the
There you
fuck?
Good job, Derrick. Good job.
The wings. Chandler Parsons is probably hurt.
He's not on the roster.
Okay. Oh, he's with the Mavericks at this
I
time.
guess so.
Uh,
One of these wings was played 20
Tayshaun Prince?
years. Not Tayshaun Prince. He played 20 years, and I think he was NBA
Quincy
75.
Pondexter?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit! Hell no, not top 75.
Y'all might forgot he even played for this team. He was 3 of 8 on this night with three three-pointers made. One of the greatest of all time. Yeah, no, this lineup.
It ain't Tracy.
It's close though.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
Oh.
His cousin.
Yeah, y'all missing the starting center and then another wing.
Is the center black?
He's a white man.
Oh, Chris Kaman.
Costa Kufas.
Not Chris Kaman, but Chris something.
Brian Carter. Oh.
Chris Anderson.
Chris Anderson. Played
Oh,
8 minutes.
shit.
He only played 8 minutes.
I
but he
honestly
started.
forgot he played for the Grizzlies.
I did too.
Wow.
And
I
the
just seen him on Twitter. People's like, if you don't know who this is, you're not a real like Heat fan or whatever. Or no,
Apparently
not
he's,
a Nuggets fan.
one
One
of
of
his-
those.
Yeah. That's right. With the Nuggets,
Yeah.
yeah. If you don't know with the Nuggets, then you don't know shit.
his daughter or son is like a bodybuilder now. So
Mm.
he's at a lot of bodybuilding facilities and stuff. Last guy
You said it's a wing.
Wait, we've
guard.
seen Chris Anderson before, like in person.
at
haven't
Summer
we?
League.
Okay, I knew it was somewhere.
This person was on. He's got a ring, but I don't think he ever took it because he was on the roster. But he was on the roster for a few weeks but got the ring because that team ended up winning the championship.
But he didn't.
He's a wing, 3-4.
But you say he didn't accept the ring?
I don't. He talked about it recently, but I don't remember if he said
Matt
he accepted Matt Barnes.
Oh.
Matt Barnes. Off the bench, you had Lance Stevenson, Jermichael Green, Xavier Munford, Jarrell Martin, P.J. Harrison, and Bryce Cotton.
Bryce Cotton was a bucket. P.J. Harrison was a bucket at UNC.
And in this game, Steph Curry had 46.
Damn. Steph really just
And they ran out their full lineup.
They ran a real lineup.
They wanted to break that record?
They want that record bad. James Michael McAdoo did play, though, so shout out
What
to him.
college he went to?
He like UNC or Blue, right?
UNC.
Yeah. I don't know why I remember that. Is there any more rumors, Darrick?
We did have a few more rumors we could talk about. Let's see.
Y'all banana guys?
I had a banana
I'm
this
allergic.
morning.
Really?
Tongue get to itching crazy.
An
My
NBA,
dog is allergic.
an NBA insider is confident Tobias Harris will be on a new team by the end of the summer.
Hey, let's go.
See him be back good.
If you're ready, if you want it, let me know.
You be screenshotting the crazy rumors, though. Tobias Harris rumor in
That was
2023?
like I had the Draymond, I had the Bradley Beals, I had the Dame, but that was like the last thing.
You
that
just
we
go
didn't
on
talk
Twitter
about.
and just screenshot.
And BR. Oh yeah, the Raptors are unwilling to move OG Anunoby. That was also reported by by Stein. I forgot his first name.
Mark Stein.
Mark Stein.
Yeah, I read that they were reluctant to restart.
Every other day, I see hella fucking OG trades on the block.
I'm
for people
actually
trying
not mad at that either, though.
I thought that they would because they signed the coach who his name is past me. Foreign-born coach.
Was it that? I want to say he's from Italy,
I
right?
think he's Serbian. You can double check that though.
He was on the staff or something, right?
He was on the staff of
He was from another
Phoenix,
team.
Nope, the Memphis Grizzlies. And he's a development coach. So I thought that meant that they were going to go the direction of retooling or whatever, and it seemed like maybe not.
Darko Rahakovic.
And where is he from? First of all, I read his bio.
It's got to be from Spain.
He's 43-ish.
Rakakovic?
Oh, so he's pretty young.
He's young, but he's been coaching for 30 years.
Damn.
16. He coached his first
I mean,
team.
his ass is weak.
He knew that he
automatically
wanted
knew
to
he
coach.
was
He's Serbian.
Serbia. Okay, so I was right.
Only 44 years old.
44.
which
So
is,
yeah, he's
pretty
been coaching for
relatively young
about
for a
30
coach.
years, bro.
Damn, so
Yeah.
he got a lot of knowledge.
weak as hell. I'm talking about Anwar might bust his ass.
I read that.
If you 16 and you have no hoop drill, I'm coaching.
I wanna
You
be
gotta
coach.
be weak.
I
I'm
heard.
sorry.
I read that.
Let me stop or he see this and pull up like, let me bust your ass. And shit so weak. Work my ass 11-0.
He tries hard to relate to the kids.
Pause.
He tries hard to relate to the kids. When Jaren Jackson Jr. won DPOY, he was at the front door, like, because I think he was doing some Zoom shit when inside the NBA when they announced it. He's at the front door, came in with like a full Jaren Jackson Jr. like warm up, sweat shooting shit. They say he uses the word swag a lot. That was in the article that I read. Big swag guy. And
Swag.
really, really, really good development guy. Desmond Bane gives him a lot of credit. From, you remember when year one, Desmond Bane was strictly spot up. At year two, he did a lot of more playmaking and ball handling ability. He gives whatever the guy Rakosov, I can't remember already, a lot of credit for that.
Just call him Darko.
Oh, Darko, another Darko in the NBA.
Grinding till I get a military. Darko.
So yeah, man, I think that was, we didn't talk about many
And not
of
just
the,
give him line after line after line after line.
Darko.
oh fuck,
What? KB, I want you to do it.
Narco.
God, oh my God,
He said narco.
no, he didn't.
And not just give him line
That don't
after
even make
Militech
sense.
after
Darko.
line
Militech.
after. Wait, I want y'all to
Oh
at the end to
my
be
God.
quiet because when KB say this,
Oh, barcode. Barcode.
Line
My
after
bad,
line,
my bad.
barcode.
He
And
did
I
say
just black
barcode.
out- I just black out in the booth.
Charco.
Charco, guys. Charco, guys.
I haven't heard
Don't
this
worry
song
about
in
my
a-
niggas. They're good.
Marshall.
There you go. All right. All right. Double entendre.
I'm super bad. Your girl probably
I don't remember, bro. I haven't heard the song in so long.
doodling.
Doodling my dick.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I had a context. It's got to go. About to go crazy with that.
Big Sean.
Big
Bring
Sean.
your ass on the podcast, man. Big fans.
I can't lie. Don't come up to the podcast
Why?
because that is the only Big Sean song that I know the
What?
lines to. I'll be honest with you.
You don't know that? You little stupid ass.
Well, that don't count. I know the chorus of that
Okay.
because it was on the radio in 2014 100 times a day.
But you don't know nothing else off the mixtape? Finally Famous.
I
Volume
might be
3?
exaggerating, but that's the one.
Bro, it was one time we were in like
Working graveyard shift because we finna make a killing.
It was at your kickbacks.
High
You know how
school
we used to put on the music
Really?
videos?
Uh-huh.
They put on Big Sean by Moves, and I had to be faded because like it was just trippy as hell.
I get the move.
Yeah, because it's like as he danced or whatever, it's just like all like
The lights and
blurry.
shit, yeah.
I was like, bro, that shit kind of crazy.
Big
I went
Sean
back
was
to it.
great.
That shit was kind of weak.
Big Sean was great for high school.
Yeah,
He's
he
still a
was.
great rapper, but he's great. He
Did he
said,
still drop? I don't feel like I haven't heard from him in a while.
yeah, he dropped like a couple. He's due to drop now. He just spazzed out on Larry June latest project. But
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
hear that. I did listen
hear
to that.
They was
Is
like
that
they
the one
finally
with
got him
the-
to rap or some shit.
What's the album cover of that? Is he
Oh,
a
yeah, it's,
hand on the wheel or something?
it's The Great Escape. Yep.
Okay,
With the
so I
glove
did
on.
listen to that
Yeah.
because Action Bronson is on there.
Yes, he is.
And he snapped.
yeah.
Fucking love Action. Action Bronson has a song that I was listening to yesterday on my walk. Cause I just like going through people. Like if I'm gonna get into you, pause. I'm gonna listen to every single one of your like albums.
Y'all been to Starved Rock?
Yes.
Yes.
been-
Dana
yes, I
went
have.
yesterday for 5 hours.
Yeah, it
It's
take a while to
nice.
get there.
Have you been to Matheson State Park? It's literally right. It's literally right. It's in the same area.
Oh, it is.
It's very nice. Matheson is like way more. It's very nice.
We
It's very
had a
beautiful.
wonderful fucking time.
Yeah.
It was tiring.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
How far is it? I've only been there once. It's been a long time. How
It's
far
like
is that
an hour
drive?
Yeah, it's
and a
not
half.
bad.
Yeah.
It's like an hour or something.
Yeah.
You said something State Park?
Matheson State Park is right next to Starved Rock.
If I remember Star Rock correctly, they got like little waterfall
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
stuff.
but if it's not
Because-
raining, it's
Yeah,
no
it was,
waterfalls.
like dry yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
do
that.
y'all,
I've never
do
been
y'all
there
know why
before.
it's called Starved Rock?
Nah.
No, I haven't looked into it.
So the chief tribes.
Okay, Ranger Pierre.
right.
Go ahead.
He
Go
was
ahead.
reading
Park
the
Ranger
pages, he
Pierre.
was
Go
reading
ahead.
it.
Give it down for
The tribes or whatever, they was beefing, and one of the tribes. I hope I get this right. You know, Illinois was what name of one of
Yes.
the tribes.
1,000%.
So I
knew
want to
that.
say the leader of the Illinois tribe was killed.
Oh.
They went and got their get back. They went and got their revenge.
Oh, shit.
They
I
slid.
believe after they got their revenge, and I hope I'm not saying this wrong. After they got the revenge, they went on top of the rock. Or what might have happened, now that I'm thinking about it, they might have went to get revenge, and the people they got revenge on went to the top of the rock to like get away from them, but they starved on top of the rock and died. The entire tribe died, so it's Starved Rock.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, but I did read that on a thing, and I was like, I've always heard of it, but I had never went. And me and Dana been trying to go. It's always rain over there.
Movie industry sleep. That's a
always fucking
that's a
rain.
movie.
There's a
that's
cupcake place over
That's
there
a motion
called
picture right
Two
there.
Girls and One Cupcake.
We hit that spot too,
Bro,
We hit that spot too, yeah.
those cupcakes are phenomenal,
Yes,
bro.
Oh, you ate there?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't go there.
Yeah, we did, bro. Because when we went. This is 4
I told
years
Dana,
ago.
let's keep going. This is like a player. They're gonna be, hey boy, you lost.
Oh no.
No, it definitely got that vibe. 100%.
But those cupcakes,
How y'all?
amazing.
It's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth the chance.
Hey, look, because when you go southern Illinois,
Yeah,
Chicago and Illinois
It's been a
is
lot of
different. It
places
can
I
get
ain't
like
been
that.
to, bro.
You lost around here, boy.
Yeah, nah,
There's
it can
another
get like
restaurant
that.
called The Cajun Connection that's amazing. It's like he's
You
from
fucking ate there?
The Cajun Connection, yeah.
Me and Dana was driving past these places like, imagine eating there. Your ass was like,
The owner,
He had a whole
Yeah.
napkin
Mike,
tucked into
Mike,
him.
when I tell you that these places looked like they was going,
Shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, he'll do whatever it takes for
I'm
some good
telling you.
food.
Hey,
And I'm light, and I was a little
hey,
nervous.
sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I don't know. I would have starved my rock before I would have.
You remember, bro? I asked that question recently. We asked D Mills, or somebody was like, "Would you rather eat a good meal or like a great meal and have diarrhea, or a disappointed meal and just be cool?"
My girl said diarrhea too,
Really?
because she said ain't nothing worse than disappointing food.
I
And when she said
disagree,
that, I was
bro.
kind of like, yeah, but at the same time, diarrhea is crazy.
Nah, my stomach hurting and just you gotta sit
Fuck
there.
up your whole day.
I'm good.
No,
on
when,
it. I just rather have
when
the
it gets to the
eye
point
food.
where you sweating and that all of a sudden you came
feel
into
like
the
you
bathroom with
can't leave the
clothes
house.
on,
You can't
and now
leave
you
the
30
house.
minutes in the bathroom, you ain't got no clothes on, you just
For real.
sitting.
No,
Yeah,
butt
no, I'm-
ass naked,
yeah, I'm-
sweating, hot ass crack on fire.
I'll take a whack burger
Same.
over that any day.
Like,
It's
I mean
gotta
that
be
anyway.
some good ass food to put like for me to go into a situation where I don't feel like not uncomfortable, but just like I know that motherfucker is not what I think it is.
Yeah. You don't eat a lot, but when you do, I've never heard you complain.
Who me?
Any more rumors? Any more basketball?
No.
Do we want to get into our draft stuff for a
get
couple of
into the
days?
draft.
Do not forget Thursday we do have the live draft show. It's going to be good. I think we're doing the first round. If anytime y'all want a full 60 picks, just put together a $50,000 pot and we'll sit here for 60 picks. And
75,000, because that's not enough.
And I'll take my cut and I'll do the 60 picks with you. What did y'all want to do? I was confused. We doing our favorite 3 prospects,
and then
Yeah,
one
just
second
give some
round.
draft talk.
Negative.
I just
is that
said
just
one
a dash?
second round, just a dash.
Yeah,
Okay.
one
3
second
favorite
round.
prospects, but one of them has to be a projected second round.
Oh, I
All
thought
of
that
my
was a total of 4 players. Like 3 first
don't
round.
matter.
It don't
Okay.
matter.
All of my prospects, though, I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm not doing any top 10 guys.
I might.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
of course, I love Jarris Walker. Do I have to say that? I love
Yeah.
Brandon Miller.
I didn't have none.
Oh
of
my gosh, this Vic guy.
I have
yeah.
Victor Wembanyama's my favorite. No, I think that's where I cut
I'm
the
gonna let
line.
Darrick go first because he's a little thirsty.
He is a little
I'm a little
thirsty. It was his
thirsty.
idea.
You always thirsty.
It's his idea.
You don't be
can
saying that
carry
you
it.
thirsty. KB be like, yeah, Dre, he opted out.
it. Yeah. I could
One
be a
of
little
the TikToks
thirsty
we
sometimes.
filmed, Isaac kept it in, where he was like, "Damn, boy, you hosted. Slow down."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he asked his question and didn't answer it before.
Yeah.
Who would y'all take, Kevin Durant or James Harden? Because I'm gonna take Kevin Durant.
No, that was funny. That was a good pull by Isaac. My first one, I'm gonna go G.G. Jackson out of South
I
Carolina.
did not see that coming.
Power forward, but he's like 6'9", but he has the ability to handle the ball real well.
Is that your projected second rounder? Because I've heard him go a lot of different spots. And
I think
some of it is the second round.
I had him on my list. Like he's one of my guys too.
I cannot believe. I'm honestly surprised.
I
He
like him.
I like it.
He
I
feels
love
more
his
like a
game.
Mike guy than a Darrick guy.
I loved his mid-range, like handling, his ability to be able to do what he does with his size.
Or do you mind like how raw it kind of is? You know? what I'm
No,
saying?
well, that's also why I like it, because he's 18.
Is Darrick, DeAndre Ayton, Andre Drummond?
You said it's what?
Did Darrick watch that and think that that's him?
Wait,
Do you
say that
think
one
that
more
that's you? Is that how Darrick pictured himself playing? How G.G. Jackson be playing?
Oh,
In the mid.
Oh,
You know, because Drummond compared himself
Yeah.
to KD.
yeah. I see what he's
Ayton said
saying.
he's a power forward. Are you in that group of thinking you're some shit that you're not? Because G.G. Jackson definitely is at the mid post.
Yeah.
ISO and shooting over motherfucker. That's the shit you fake be doing. Why? I don't know. Because you shoot 0%.
0% is not no exaggeration.
2023 stats. Derek,
Hey, I did
jump
a lot.
shots 0%.
I did a lot of shooting yesterday, where I was making sure
yesterday.
I was.
But it's the
He's
thing. Though,
preparing.
this the thing. Well, I like that because it's gonna get reps.
Did you do any fucking post moves?
No, I was just playing Crip with somebody. I was just shooting around.
On your grip, you supposed to.
You gotta. I gotta do the same thing because I be shooting. Obviously, my shooting be getting worse when I'm tired. But I know, like for you, that fatigue be hitting your shot a lot
Yeah.
because you just
Everything was
your
short.
shit either gonna be short or you
Derek
gonna
needs to
overstrong that
rebuild
bitch.
his jump
You
shot.
got to go back and forth when you doing your jump.
Yeah,
shot.
I was moving around. I wasn't
That's what
standing
you gotta
still.
do,
I was
yeah.
making sure I was
gotta start
moving.
doing that
You need
shit
to
more,
break
too.
your jump shot down. We have. I don't worry. You should write that on the board.
break his jump shot down. We should break everybody.
Train.
jump
I
down.
should let me do a training session with D Mills while I'm coaching him. We could do that on Thursday.
That shit finna
On
go
8/3, not this Thursday. I
right
know we
through
have to
one
try.
there, right out the other. Because the next day we practice or the next day we
You
play,
need to
that shit
rebuild your
ain't gonna
jump
do
shot.
none of that.
Not in totality, but I keep telling you, and I've been telling you for a long time, when you do the mid-range jump, your balance is so fucked up that you're never gonna make that shot at a high percentage because you be leaning.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was shooting around yesterday. I was
You
like,
lean
I was
a
like,
lot.
there's a slight lean in my shot that I need to fix.
And
I was trying to
that's-
fix it yesterday.
That's why your shit be. That's why you have certain jump shots and your shit hit all backboard.
Yeah, no,
because it's just leaning.
Hell no.
Imagine trying to shoot a gun and you leaning.
yeah.
That motherfucker.
Oh,
might
that
shoot
motherfucker with
off.
one arm.
Also just chilling. You trying to shoot. Bop. You just leaning. Bop. Shot motherfucker. You gonna shoot motherfuckers you trying to protect.
I had him. I just liked how he kind of moved for his size.
Who? Oh, just now? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I liked him just because, like, for his size or whatever, he's still. I think he was still 18 years old, so he's still
Yeah.
really
He's
young.
the youngest player in the draft, I believe.
but his footwork seemed very mature sometimes.
Yeah, he's
So, like,
smooth with the ball. Like for somebody his size, you wouldn't expect him to have like those type of crossovers, type of in and outs. But I just like those type of feels that or players that have that like that feel like they're a bucket and they
Yeah.
can go out there and get it. He obviously has like a lot of tools to kind of improve on the defensive side, but I just like I like the risk of him in terms of what he can do.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask y'all questions dealing with these people. You say you like the risk. At what cost? Are you risking it if you have the 10th pick? Probably not.
Hell no.
No.
Are you risking it at 15?
Probably-
Like where
I
does
would
it
probably
lie?
go like
15 or lower
I would-
probably would be a.
yeah 15. I would
Does
say
it matter
like
the team?
mid.
What team you are?
Because that was one thing I
Yeah.
was thinking about for a lot of my prospects too. Because a lot of the times these young players, all the time, they don't have a say really where they're going.
Yeah.
So because of that, it can hinder sometimes their development, their ability to do the things that they excel at. Because if you're drafted in the 20s, you're drafted to a team that just made the playoffs, and now you have to kind of rework what you normally would do in order to.
I would like to see him drafted to a team where they have like a good solidified like guard and like good ball handlers where he doesn't have to like at South Carolina he was like their number one option. So like he did a lot of dumb shit.
I just listened to.
I would like him to be on the team with
about him.
organization.
At 15, that would be the Hawks.
I
Just
would
for
not take
perspective.
I would
that
not
chance
take
if
him
I'm the
from the
Hawks.
Hawks.
But if the Blazers took him at 23, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Okay, that may okay.
I think
can see where you're coming from.
him in the 20s at any pick is I'm okay with. I think 26 for the Pacers, 25 for the Grizzlies, 24 for
I can see
Sac,
the Pacers. I
22
was looking-
for Brooklyn.
How
Brooklyn has
is-
21 and
Would
22.
y'all consider this a high risk pick, or do y'all see Gigi as even though he has a lot to develop, do y'all think he's like a for sure NBA player at the end of the day?
I think he's a for sure NBA player, but I think his trajectory is very dependent on where he goes. I honestly think Gigi Jackson would be in the conversation for a top 10 next year. He's
If
super
he
young.
reclassed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's super young. He's not even in his proper class.
Number one player in his class,
And
then
so
reclassed.
going to South Carolina was not the move. It's
I
He
read that they-
decommitted from somewhere. Where did he decommit from? I remember hearing the story. I forgot.
I read that they told him like, "Hey, come here and we'll let you do whatever the fuck you want,"
and it showed.
and that's what he did.
Yeah.
I think
There
he
was
had,
times
like,
where he wasn't
16
even getting
points.
back on
He had
defense. He had turned it
0.8
over.
assists.
I remember.
Yeah.
Motherfucker wasn't moving that shit at all.
UNC.
Oh,
Remember he I don't know if y'all remember he was on Instagram after a loss.
He was mad.
He was really mad, talking about they need to give me the ball more and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But that's just the immaturity.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what I look at with he's one of the youngest player. You said he was the youngest
He's
player?
the youngest player in the draft.
Yeah, that's
American
what I look
player.
at, and it's
I
just
don't know
like-
about-
You kind of got to take that as it is. He's going to mature. You would hope he's going to mature and stuff like that. But I think he does need a team that's a little bit more solidified. But I wouldn't mind him on a team that's just like, that's kind of less, just risking on the projects like the Rockets or something
Draft
just like
him at
that.
17.
I don't want him to go to a Rockets. That's why I don't.
The only
want
I
him.
thing
think
is
he
just
needs
like-
more structure than the Rockets.
Me too.
Because he's
Are you drafting?
very
him at
tunnel
17,
visionish.
Mike? Or you drafted him at 17?
Who's 17?
The Lakers.
The Lakers.
Oh, probably not.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't take him.
Golden State at 19, I would take him.
That's
Yeah,
It's so funny.
I
I
could
just
see
don't
that.
know who.
Give him a team
Golden
with
State at
structure.
Golden State at 19, I would take him. Now, I don't know if the Golden State is eyeing him because, they always
I feel like
are
they're
gonna
going to
look
want
for
somebody a
size.
little bit more size or NBA ready. You
Size,
can't add.
size or NBA ready.
But
yeah.
I like the contract. I feel like they draft because you need a small contract on your roster. But I feel like you gotta get somebody that's more ready.
I look at a team like Brooklyn. They got some shit there, but Rockets, because a lot of his negatives are from shit like effort.
Yeah,
Like defensively, he has all the size and tools to just be engaged, and there'll be something there. But because he went to South Carolina, we could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. They weren't a good team, and he didn't have good teammates. That already is hard to judge when you when you have a player and it's like it's like Anthony Black. Anthony Black with NBA talent around him is probably going to look like a much better player than he did at Arkansas, and he looked pretty good at Arkansas. But it's the same thing with Gigi Jackson, where it's like he'll look better with NBA talent around him, but a lot of his shit is like maturity issues and habits and effort and motor. Because when you're 6'9",
I've seen a lot of times like obviously he's gonna make his moves, but he does a lot of shit without planning. I feel like a lot of times he'll take a spin move, but it's into a double team.
Yeah.
And he'll lose the ball. He'll
yeah,
go
he
to the
will
rim,
much
he'll get
rather
stripped.
dribble through a double team than pass it to another teammate.
but that's how bad his team was. So,
Yeah.
I compared him to like T.J. Warren, Kyle Kuzma, in that vein, even a little Julius Randle. I like GG though. My first guy is Maxwell Lewis out of Pepperdine. Another Lorenzo
I like him.
Romar prospect. He is a guy that I would take a high chance on. I just think that the way he's a scorer who can shoot. And that's a dangerous combination at a guy his size and his length. That's like Chris Middleton, Davin Vassell, I even put Paul George in that mix because if he goes to the right place and hits every stride, voila. But he's also got the the floor, because if he's just a guy that's playing off of people but can also create his own shot here and there, that's also dangerous. But he just has a lot in his game.
How tall was he again?
He's like 6'7", but he's a length.
Yeah, I put
like what range?
Anywhere from
Post lottery.
Yeah, post lottery to fucking 20s.
Because I think I've mentioned this years on this pod. I don't do college ball. So this is my first time doing it. Like y'all did the draft thing last year and I was tuning in. This is my first time being a part of it. And there's still so much when we 3 days away.
Yeah, it's a lot in the air. It's only like that top 10. After that top 10, it's like
anything can happen.
Give or take.
I even, from the mocks I've seen, even the top 10 is kind of up for grabs. Like my favorite dude who would talk about, I've seen him as high as like 7 and as low as like 16. It's like, oh shit, Cason Wallace.
I've seen a lot of them. I've seen him on like the back end of the lottery, or it's just like, or 15 or something like that.
I think a lot of these teams, if you don't have 1, 2, or 3, are just going to pick the guy that they like the most. I mean, obviously, but sometimes I feel like teams fall a victim to like, well, this guy's projected to go here, so let me do it. Michael Gilchrist, he's projected to go 2. We'll take him over Bradley Beal. You know,
I feel like as the years go by, we've seen less and less in that. We've seen Josh Primo get taken at 11.
Scotty Barnes was at 4 when Jalen Suggs was projected to go there.
Scotty Barnes,
Patrick Williams.
Pat Williams, yeah. We've seen
Anthony Bennett was projected 7th.
Cam Johnson. We've seen teams say, this is the guy we like, this is the guy we love, we're taking him, and that is that. And Cason Wallace, I like Cason Wallace. I think he can fit in a lot of different places. I think the Bradley Beal trade changes a lot for the Wizards, because I felt if they still had him and Anthony Black would fit really, really well there next to Bradley Beal. But I can also see Cason Wallace. I can see him slipping because teams will want to take, like the Wizards. I think their shit changes.
More
and they're now, they want like a Thompson twin. They're praying a Thompson twin falls, preferably probably a Sar, because I think my man is going to go to the Rockets. So they're probably hoping like him or Cam Whitmore or somebody falls, and they can just say, let's grab a guy and let's really put a lot of our energy and stock into him. But
y'all know I have a motive player when it comes to these young dudes. And this is what I miss a lot. I love a defensive-oriented player. And a point-of-attack defender, for his tenacity and his age, is something we don't see a ton. Projectable shooter, like when he was at the draft combine, they put together a 2-minute video. He was splashing them things. And his jump shot is not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it's good. You know, it's decent enough. But the man fights on everything. Screens.
And he rocks
balls. And yes, he's a through-the-wire guy. Cason Wallace is my favorite dude. Even if he wasn't a through the wire, like if he wasn't cool with us,
it's just always a plus.
What is his projectable? Like, I'm not saying that he's gonna be the best player in the draft or anything like that, but like he's my type of dude where I feel like he's a safe pick if I'm drafting.
He's a guy that I could see, like, depending on how the draft goes. If let's just say the Wizards take Anthony Black, if I'm Utah at 9, knowing I have it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He fits perfect with.
I can also see Utah drafting the French guy.
I thought they were gonna take the French guy.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Bilal.
I remember that name because that's Martin Lawrence's name off House Party.
Oh, there's also a singer named Bilal.
Oh, for real? I didn't even remember.
Yeah, Bilal Colaby. That would be interesting. But they have multiple picks. But I'm looking at it where you have Cason Wallace as your point of attack. You have Walker Kessler behind him. You have Laurie Markin as your first option. Cason Wallace can play.
You feel really good.
And you have another pick. Like,
yeah.
You have
and the Spurs fan, every Spurs fan is like, man, we want to trade up. And not all of them. The ones I've seen really want Cason and Victor Wembanyama as their 2 lottery picks if they can trade up. And I think that could be a nasty combination in the future. But shout out to Cason, man. And also he's got the upside that the Kentucky guards don't really miss.
Yeah, he's in the mode of Drew Holiday for me. I got Drew Holiday, Alex Caruso, comps, and I had somebody
disruptor, just
maybe
a
Marcus
genuine
Smart.
disruptor.
Yeah, Marcus Smart.
I had thought the Spurs were really high on Trey Jones. I thought that they would really just stay with him.
No, you could stay with Trey Jones and get Cason Wallace. Drafted somebody else.
Yeah, I guess.
Trey Jones, is he a franchise point guard? No, but you like him, so you keep him and you draft somebody. But Trey Jones is not, not the player.
You don't got to be quiet. Just open it up.
Trey Jones is not the open it up. He's not the player that says, I'm not drafting him. I'm not drafting his position.
True. Yeah,
that's how teams fuck themselves up.
My doctor told me I got to eat a lot more.
Who you got, Mike?
I'm probably gonna say his name a little wrong, but Olivier Maxence Prosper.
Yes,
I
from
think
Marquette.
I think he's one of those dudes that's probably gonna like he can go higher than what's kind of projected. I really like his frame. Honestly, when you know how he had that list or whatever, had a lot of prospects. I like to look at like their frames or like what's their wingspans. He was 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, or it was like a 7+ foot wingspan. It's just like you can tell when he's on the court. He looks like he's got those go gadget Mikal Bridges type arms, and he always seems like he's at the right place at the right time. Like likes to cut without the ball. He runs out in transition, and like I said, his length. It opens up the possibilities that he can guard like maybe 2 through 4. The way he's kind of like the way he's built.
Yeah, for me, I liked him. It just seemed like in the half court, he's not much of a offensive threat. Just with his lack of ball handling, lack of shooting, he's a very good defensive player.
Is he projectable? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he don't got that now, but do you think?
You could definitely look at him and
is
see
there like
he's a
signs
project.
that it could happen?
He can handle the ball fairly well for his size, and his range is like at that range, you're not getting a complete player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Name me one player in his draft range where you're not going to have an issue with something.
No, you're right.
So it's like I'll take it. I think he's the type of player that a lot of competitive teams, you hear them trying to trade to get in the back half of the first round. They're trying to get those guys who can come in and fill a role in a year or two. And I think a lot of teams are projecting him to be a very, very good role player who can defend, maybe push it, create some shit, be a good cutter. And hopefully the jump shot increases so he isn't a liability in the half court.
Hey, I'm looking at the right dude. His jumper was kind of slow. Like, it takes a little bit to get off, but he can knock it down. It's just I feel like it's going to need a little bit of
It's
work.
going to be a work in progress.
Yeah.
That's the
A little bit
majority
of
of
work.
these guys. Even some of the top 10 guys going to need a lot of work.
I've noticed a lot from this draft class that a lot of guys defend very good in this draft class. Like
There are some good defenders and there's some horrific defenders.
yeah,
G.G. Jackson was horrific.
Yeah, he was.
Bryce Sensabaugh, horrific.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice little mix. Mike, give your second guy.
This is a dude that you probably never think like, why the hell you even pick this dude?
No.
I've seen this dude.
Hashtag growth.
This is a second round pick. I think he's getting projected in the second round, but his name is Jared Walsh.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
yeah, we know
Arkansas.
Jared Walsh.
Bro, he's got nothing but heart and hustle in this
This
fucking.
is a guy who is all defense, but the offense is just like, oh
Bro.
shit.
Yeah.
In my notes, I literally like watching him play. I'm like, this nigga got a 65 overall. The only thing he put in was like defense and a little bit of
You want to know
rebounding.
something crazy?
What?
That's a Kenny Beecham pick more than a
I
Mike
know.
Murray
That's
pick.
why I brought him up.
He was a top high school player.
Yes.
He was
He
a
the
McDonald American.
dog.
That motherfucker look like he's so damn raw. Like,
This is
he
why-
got so
this is
much
why-
shit to work on, but it just look like he an interesting.
This is why
project.
y'all have to watch just a tad bit of college basketball.
I like it a little bit more when it's.
Oh no, that's
Raw.
an excuse. That's an excuse.
If you watch the NBA finals, you can watch college basketball because that shit was ugly this year. It was the college,
And it's a
basketball.
part of your job. It's literally just a part of your job. It's like I'm gonna be.
I would
better
rather
at
watch
my
the hoop
job.
intellect at the end of the season.
You can still watch. I still watch Hoop Intellect and
Shout out to my guy.
No Ceilings and
I've
Coach Spins.
that
Yeah.
has
Boxing
been very clutch. The No Ceilings newsletter, they drop every day.
every day.
Boxing One does a great
Maybe
job too.
twice a
I
day.
cannot believe
sometimes.
that they
Is that
do.
the same guy? Is that Coach Spence coaching Boxing One?
Yes, Coach Spins.
Oh yeah, he has shit on everybody.
I cannot believe they go every day. Man, I love those guys.
But when you have
We're doing a
80 plus,
collaboration.
80 plus prospects,
You have to, yeah.
I mean,
And this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're draft guys. Jared Walsh. How do y'all
I
feel
feel he just
about
looks a
Kobe
little funny on the court.
Kobe Bluffkin?
I like him a lot.
Buffkin.
I like him a lot. He kind of.
Kobe Buffkin is the guy that they be like, man, P had this tweet. I've been talking about Kobe Buffkin since he got to Michigan. I used to talk to Mike Smith all the time. Like, man, I love Kobe Buffkin, whatever. He like, yeah, dog. Freshman year ain't go his way. Sophomore year, boom. And now I can't wait. Let me make.
Because
What
from my
was your
understanding,
comparisons?
My comparisons for Kobe Buffkin.
he fights like hell on defense.
I
which
was. I
plus,
had
come on.
like.
It's the two-way ability of him. That's so
But,
promising.
Emmanuel quickly.
How much do y'all pay into the fact that his glow up was basically the last 10 games of the season? Like he struggled for the first half and then the last 10 games. And
No, I think he had a good
he's doing,
overall.
He's doing really good in the pre-draft shit too.
I'll take stock in this whole year. Because if that's the case, Cason Wallace, the last 20 games, he shot horrifically from
Yeah.
three.
Mm.
So, but I think Kobe Buffkin took major strides. I think, yes, the two-way. It's the mid range, the floaters, the getting in the paint, the spotting up. I think he's just a good basketball. I buy the stock in being a good basketball player. God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the range he's gonna get drafted in should align him to a team that ain't asking him to do too much.
In my little mini when I had him with the Raptors.
Okay.
And that's pick number 11?
13.
13.
Because Fred probably not going to be there longer. If he
You
is,
like
I don't.
him?
Yeah, from the tape I've seen, I really do. But again, I'm trying to gauge, like, not if his fool's gold.
You know
obviously.
you like them lefties.
I don't think I steer more left. I don't think so.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't steer more left.
Except
You know,
for
I'm not a
De'Aaron.
super James Harden guy. He's like the best left-hander other than Bill Russell.
Ginobili.
He's not.
Ginobili's up there. I like Ginobili. But I'm not. Just because I shoot left-handed don't mean, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I was
So if you make your dude on 2K, what he shooting?
it's me, so he's left-handed.
I made left-handed shooters before. I
That's
don't
because
know
you're weird. And you want to be in the left-handed shooters club is a cool club. I personally not in the club because I don't hit shots.
Pierre, have you ever made your dude left-handed?
Absolutely not.
Because it's supposed to be a representation. You building the perfect man. That's what it is. And the perfect man to you is a left-handed guy. You're supposed to be creating
Hey,
yourself.
happy birthday to my boy King Nick too, man.
That's
Happy
King
birthday,
Nick.
King
Oh,
Nick.
shit.
Why is there so
I got
many
some
Kings?
birthday shout out.
I got a
I know
birthday
I got
shout
a
out.
So many
birthday
Kings.
shout out I got to give out.
Shout out to Jaden Rucker.
Happy birthday to Angelo. That's the OG right there.
Angelo,
Ash
Spurs fan?
Ramirez.
The Spurs fan, Angelo?
Yes.
Shout out to him.
Happy birthday.
Ash Ramirez. Happy birthday.
Shout out to S. Ramirez. What the S stand for, Mike?
Sebastian.
Is it really?
Sebasti, I guess. Sebastian or Sebasti.
Okay. Shout out to Sebastian G. Is that all the birthday?
Darrick,
Okay. Leonard Miller.
don't you have a birthday shout out? You said
I just
He
did
did,
it.
he said it.
I did it. I thought you were talking about my next guy.
I'm sorry, I'm smoking weed. Kobe Buffkin was your guy.
No, he wasn't my guy, but he was just on
Who's your
top of
second
mine.
guy?
My second guy, my second round guy, is Seth Lundy.
Oh,
I like Seth
Let it
Lundy.
fly.
The only thing that I'm afraid of is he's a 4-year college player, so he's already coming in older than most people. That's why he's one of the reasons he's second round guy. He doesn't finish at the rim. And last year he shot 30% from three. This year he shot 40. But if we're saying that 40% is real, like his last season was more of what he is, he's an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? He's a second round dude that's gonna come in and be able to be a flamethrower. I like those type of guys. Defensively, I mean, he's got the size to be at least average to decent defender. If he can shoot it like he did in college, I like him as a guaranteed NBA player. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. Guaranteed NBA. If you can get a guaranteed NBA player in the second round, I think you did a damn good job.
Yeah. I agree.
my second round player. It's tough because I don't know who's. Like I said, after about 10, it's all up in the air. So
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Ben Shepherd. Don't know if he's gonna be. He could be a first round pick.
That's a name I do not know, honestly.
Belmont. 6'6" sniper. He's
He's on my list.
But I don't know. He could very well be a first round pick,
I'm
man.
trying to remember if I'm thinking of this dude correctly because I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Ben Shepherd from Belmont / Darrick Whitehead, who also
I like
could be a
Darrick
first
Whitehead.
round pick as well. But I just don't know
Highly touted high school hooper.
where this fucking draft is going to go. So I'm gonna do.
Do y'all think we're gonna be doing that draft? We're gonna be like a bunch of whoa type moments.
I think it is honestly because last year
Did we have any whoa moments?
I don't think it's good.
I think
the Knicks
it's small.
trade. And
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
that Knicks trade shit. Yeah, that
I
was
think
like
if
the
it's
whoa.
gonna happen, it's gonna have to do with trades, right?
Yeah.
Not like who gets drafted where.
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like just when we know the players a little bit more, that should just excite us more than it's like we see a dude in the second round, he finally get drafted.
Right.
But you just told me you don't want to watch no college basketball.
I'm on my hoop intellect.
I hope he gets to him and he start clipping those out. I think that's funny. Give us I'll give another guy.
D Mills.
D
He been
Mills?
ready.
Oh. Leonard Miller.
Litterman, okay.
Leonard Miller, 6'10".
Same last name.
Yeah.
It wasn't coincidental. But
No, you do like people with the same name as you though.
they
Derrick
did.
Rose.
Hey, we tend to have a correlation. We could hoop.
Oh.
Yo ass, boy.
Oh. Were you a big Quincy Miller guy?
No.
You know who that
Quincy
is?
Miller?
No,
I know he
'cause
played for the
didn't watch-
Bulls a little bit.
Nope, he did
He
not.
played for the Bulls.
No, Quincy Pond actually played for the Bulls.
Oh.
Quincy Miller.
You know Quincy Pondexter for other reasons.
Real niggas know Quincy Miller had a 99 free throw.
He definitely did. And
real niggas know Quincy Miller was a McDonald All-American who went to Baylor and had one of the best high school series.
I think I asked you, can you name every Miller in NBA history? I think that was months ago.
There was
years
like
ago.
Darius Miller
And Andre.
I think he was late on Mike Miller.
Mike Miller, yeah.
Mikey Miller.
What's the other Miller I'm thinking about?
Mikey Miller.
The Blazers.
Darius Miller.
The Blazers
Darius
are.
Miller's a good
I
one.
just said that.
No, Darius Miller's the one with the 99-3. Quincy Miller's the one that got crossed over by Andre Iguodala,
Yes.
and then he was out of the league 2
Darius
weeks
Miller
later.
had the 99 free throw.
Oh,
Yes.
So he was like 4 for 4 from the line.
Yeah. On this Tony Snell shit.
Quincy Miller was supposed to be one of them ones.
Yeah, I like
Go
Quincy
watch
Miller.
Quincy Miller high school.
Quincy
shit.
Miller and Perry Ellis III. Big fans of those guys back in the day.
Wow.
Perry Jones.
Perry Jones.
Who am I thinking about? Perry
Ellis is Kansas. Stayed
Yes,
there
okay.
for 50 years.
Yeah, he's still there probably.
Blazers are prepared to make a significant offer to Miami Heat for Bam Adebayo.
Who
What
the
the
fuck
fuck?
is in charge?
What?
Jake Fisher.
Yeah, I did just read that article, but I didn't feel like it was worth talking about because it's dumb.
It's super dumb.
What?
We just
what?
we just in the finals. Let me trade him for the 3rd overall pick.
I don't even understand what the offer
And that
could
motherfucker
be.
was
3rd
hoping in
overall
the
pick,
finals
Tyler
too.
Hero and Anthony Simon. I said Tyler Hero. Shit.
Yeah.
Anthony Simon's 3rd pick, and
Shaden Sharp. You have to throw Shaden Sharp in there.
if you want to get a callback,
And then I guess Jimmy's gone too.
right? Who is running a team that think, you know what, we can get Bam? They just made.
Well,
it to
we
the
could
finals 2
dangle
in the
3
last
for
4
Porzingis,
years.
if that's true.
I also read the article that they're not. That's part of the article that they're not looking to move it unless it's to like a Bam caliber. They have no interest in Karl Anthony Towns, no interest in Zach LaVine, no interest in OG Anunoby or Pascal Siakam. So y'all drafting with that pick, which is cool.
Yeah.
Who you got? You
Talking about Leonard Miller, we keep knocking you off
yeah,
or
Leonard
stopping
Miller.
you from that.
Oh, I love his ability to get the ball and push it. I think he has great athleticism in transition. He's showing some flash of being able to post up in the midi. The 3 is very inconsistent, but the skill set is there. And I love the fact that last year when he was projected to go, he declined. He went to the G League. He put on weight. He came in out of high school thin as hell. Didn't look like his body wasn't NBA ready. He went to the G League and he averaged like 17 and 10 against grown men who all trying to compete to get in the NBA. So for me, that's pretty impressive. So I think Leonard Miller has a very bright future in the NBA.
Do y'all look at that as more impressive as like the Thompson twins? Because they were OTE and they were older than everybody in OTE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While Leonard Miller and them,
Like you're saying, the competition gap is
competition
different.
gap, right?
Yeah.
Because I think the Thompson twins are going to showcase a lot to like the next stages of the NBA where people are coming out of OTE because they look great, obviously, and I'm rooting for them boys. They real guys and real cool people. But there is a gap between OTE and G League to NBA or college.
Mm-hmm.
So where do y'all keep that stock? Do you look at the numbers that they put up and say, okay, maybe that's skewed a little bit because the dude guarding him was 16 when he's 19?
No, I mean, for some people you could, but I trust my basketball mind and what I see and
That what they're doing, it's not just because of competition, but what they got.
Because
Gotcha.
the stuff I seen Leonard Miller do, I seen a lot of stuff that can translate to an NBA team.
Yeah.
You know, obviously
But
the
he asked
hustle.
him about the Thompson twins.
Oh, I mean, they're overall. I think you're just going for more so like talent, especially with Amon. But I don't really. I'm with P. Like I don't really separate it as much.
For
I
some
can
people, I
understand.
would.
It's context to it.
I'm talking specifically
I don't
them.
understand. I don't separate it as much.
I'm talking specifically them. I'm not saying that I pay attention to it because there's some guys who they're just bigger and stronger than their competition,
Right.
and it shows. But for them specifically, there are certain traits and certain things that I see that I like, and I think. But I wish all of these guys would have played college basketball though, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, but Leonard Miller, I like. Just got to be a little bit better, man. Just defensively got to be more locked in. Got to take care of the basketball. Very turnover prone in every aspect. Inbounding the ball, loose dribble, just very nonchalant turnovers. That is going to not get you minutes on the NBA floor.
When they
Just being honest. If he gets drafted by Brooklyn and he is fucking nonchalantly dribbling the ball and getting stripped, he's going to have to sit down. So he got to nip that shit in the bud, and the jump shot is going to be very, very huge for him.
they when Scoot Henderson got shut down for whatever many games,
He went crazy.
he was doing his thing. His usage went up, and he started to show a lot of people that he can be like that.
Very Julius Randle.
So I like that pick, Darrick. I like that pick.
Another guy for me. Who do I want to throw out here? Oh, Bilal Colaby. I think he is the gem of the draft. I think he's the guy that you go and you get. If you're OKC at 12, if you're fucking y'all said Utah at 9, go get this dude, man. Seriously, that's all I gotta say.
He was also one of my guys too. Because when you watch a lot of Vic, you can see a lot of him. That he was one of my dudes. I don't know. I have an obsession. Like if we gonna do top 3 anything with drafts, I have the obsession with the unknown. That's how I became a Sekou Doumbouya guy. Because the foreign-born NBA players, if you shoot and you hit that draft pick, boy, does it hit.
And it's crazy that he's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Like the length is ridiculous.
And he was starting to hit some shots. I mean,
yeah,
I really like him.
He's just an athlete. He really puts pressure. He could put pressure on that rim and touch that paint too.
And my biggest thing with him was that it was the mechanics of his jump shot. I feel like once that gets fixed in the NBA, I think the sky's the limit.
Who?
Bilal.
Oh.
Yeah, Bilal.
Same thing with
Leonard. Yeah, the mechanics.
Leonard Miller jump shot is crazy.
Back there, remember?
Stiff. The landing, this shit just
like he kick out his left leg a little bit. Like there's certain mechanics. Once you get into NBA, you get real NBA shooting coaches with you. That shit could be fixed. We saw it with Lonzo. So
they changed his jumper.
Oh hell no! Here we go. Good for once a month.
I'll be back though. I gotta use the bathroom.
You do your thing.
I'll throw out a name. Jordan Hawkins.
Ooh,
I really like
shooters.
Boy.
Shooters.
I just like the way he just got that swag on the court, and he can run off the screens. He can spot up, create a little bit at the perimeter. It's some holes in his game, which is expected. Obviously, he could be better at putting pressure on the rim, getting to the paint a little bit more. But I like getting these young shooters just because nowadays you see a lot of these shooters. You have to pay them money.
Yeah.
You have to pay them a lot, but you can get them young on a decent contract. And also, he's just a microwave. I feel like he could bring that excitement to a team. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like that Malik Monk-esque type. Trying to see what other comparisons I have, but I just really liked him.
I've been heavily invested in Jordan Hawkins from the moment he said he was a Through the Wire fan. Mm-hmm. We love that, Jordan. But I've also seen people write, and this is no exaggeration, that he moves without the ball on the level of Ray Allen and Steph Curry already.
Yeah, he moves a lot, bro. He doesn't stop moving.
And he obviously went to UConn, which has the Ray Allen connection. And he talked about that with us, that he's been working with Ray. I mean, if you got that level and also is a sniper, the way those two dudes run around has revolutionized the game of basketball. Yeah. And if you can add a guy like that, like you mentioned, on a rookie deal, because he's projected to go, post-lottery, end of lottery, early 20s, whatever. If those are the teams that are genuinely normally trying to compete for playoff spots. So to get that, like you said, on a smaller contract he would have been on my list, but I had a feeling that somebody was going to have him.
He wasn't going to be left off the board. That's all you have
he's a dude, man. He's a dude that when we in Vegas in a couple weeks, we should hit him up since he's just come to the show. Talk about moving on the Utah Jazz, whatever you get drafted. You know what I'm saying? But now that we talk to all of these dudes, I think that when we do this draft coverage, it's gonna be cool to be like, that's our guy. You know what I'm saying? Now we see he's playing alone. This guy. Mm-hmm. Really cool shit. Really cool shit.
We gonna have to.
We got a lot of guys in the top. Whatever.
Brandon Miller,
Thompson twins, Brandon Miller, Cason Wallace, Jarris Walker. Well,
Jarris Walker.
Did Jarris Walker follow anybody?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Remember.
So actually, he's not one of the guys, but he was cool. But like when I say one of the guys, I mean like followed you back, hit you up after. Those are the guys. But we got the Thompson twins. We got Jordan Hawkins, Brandon Miller, Gigi Jackson is one of the guys.
Anthony Black.
Did he hit us back? He was cool.
He was cool, folks.
He was cool. I'm surprised Pierre said he wasn't gonna get top 10 picks, but I know Anthony Black is a Pierre guy to the T. And that's like Pierre's favorite prospect in this draft. I'm trying to figure out who else is our guys out there. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about from that day when we did all the interviews?
Yeah. I forgot who all we interviewed.
You're right, there's a lot of people. The videos here on the channel if you want to see
you said
exactly.
Taylor Hendricks?
Taylor Hendricks.
Oh, Taylor Hendricks. Yeah.
Cam Whitmore.
I don't know if he hit anybody back, but he was cool. Taylor Hendricks is one of my dudes, so I'll just talk about him now. Again, I like defensive versatility. He shot 40% from three at that side. I mean, what more can
he's
you
every
ask
team's
for?
Dream center.
Do you think he's projectable as a center or like a small ball center?
You think he's more of a power forward?
I think he's more
like
of a wing four. I think he's more of a four-ish. But I mean, if you're going small ball, I'm sure he can hold it down because he's got the ability to defend the rim and everything. I'm a little bit afraid because the mechanics aren't beautiful. And I guess you don't need a beautiful jump shot to be
Yeah,
successful.
if it's going
the
in,
league.
it's going in.
Yeah, but that scares me just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And he averaged 2 blocks a game.
Anybody that I see that wasn't projected to be a good shooter have a year of good shooting, I'm always a little bit iffy about it. Just a little bit.
Just because it's only 1 year.
Yeah. Like the guy, Seth Lundy, that I mentioned as my second round pick, he's only had 1 year out of 4 where he was an elite level shooter.
But
it's a little scary.
When I was looking at, or when I look at stuff like that, I look at the percentages. They're like, did they increase each year, or was it just like up and down type of thing?
Right.
Like the Thompson twins, they didn't shoot good for the first half of their season. They didn't start shooting better until like the last few games where they actually started to improve their shooting. So do you take that, or do you look at the whole year? I think it's very iffy.
I would take the whole year, and then also what you did in those pre-draft workouts and shit. Because everybody, we were there that 1 year, and everybody has to do like the 25 mid-range shots, 25 from the left corner, 25 from the wing, and yada yada yada. And I don't know if that's been released to the public, but I'm very curious to see how many or who led in like total makes in open gym and shit like that.
We haven't really heard much about the draft combine.
No, we haven't. And I'm now it's about to make me. I'm gonna go look it up.
About the draft combine?
Yeah, NBA draft combine. What would you call that? Combine
Results?
stats. Results. Yeah, results. Yeah. That's probably the right word.
Yeah, we didn't hear about nobody's vertical.
Oh,
none of
who
that.
had the highest standing reach? Zach Edey. He pulled out of the draft though.
Oh,
He also had the longest wingspan. Jarris Walker is third in standing vertical jump. Makavi King second in max vertical leap. Cam Whitmore third in max vertical leap. Grady Dick was the fastest in the shuttle run.
I feel like
That's
Grady
surprising.
Dick had probably had a good ass.
wait, who had the highest vertical? Did it not
Grady
say?
Dick.
Highest vertical was Julian Phillips. I don't know who
use
that
the
is.
bathroom.
That's why.
Okay.
This place horrible.
Oh, that you can find a key?
No key.
Mike, in your pocket?
No. No. The door, it'd be slightly cracked. And then I just leave it cracked whenever I leave out.
Both of the Thompson twins have a 7-foot wingspan. And then, wow, standing vertical leap. Anthony Black, 5th.
Oh.
Fanatics amongst guards.
Oh, amongst guards.
32 inches. Yeah, I haven't looked at these numbers at all.
What the highest for guards?
The highest vertical?
Yeah.
The highest vertical amongst guard was Makavi King. Mojave King?
Mojave King.
Mojave King.
J like jalapeno. Javi.
So yeah, I mean it's interesting stuff. I want to see the shooting stuff though. That's what they got scrimmage numbers. I don't care about that. Give me the raw
I
numbers.
feel like Grady Dick was that dude.
Grady Dick and yeah.
Oh, they-
as the combine?
Yeah.
We're doing
That
that
shit
shooter
weak.
shit.
Because it's not real.
No, but I do
It'll
want to
be
see
Grady and
open
Jordan
gym.
Hawkins are probably going to be the two best shooters.
I want to see what he shot. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to see what he shot. But I guess you can't find it right here.
Shout out to Jordan Hawkins and Grady Dick, because at least I know they shot it throughout the year. In game.
My guy Seth Lundy shot 80% from 3 in the 2 games that he played in the scrimmages.
80%.
Oh, that's what's up.
Stop playing, boy. Drew Timme was in that bit.
80% is crazy.
Nobody got Drew Timme as one of their guys?
No.
Hey, I don't hate it, bro. Any other prospects worth talking about?
I'm kind of curious. I'm asking P. Who do you think is the team that takes Darrick Lively? Because I feel like there seems like a youth centers, but there's teams
The Mavericks.
The Mavericks at 10?
Depending on what happened, but the Mavericks, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Where like you see somebody that fits and you like him and you know he's good. Darrick Lively will be good there, but also some later teams, because 10 is high. But I mean, if they feel that that's their guy, then I think they should take that lead. But
If Taylor Hendricks is on the board, do you think they take him or Lively?
Taylor Hendricks, easily.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor Hendricks gonna go. I seen him
easily.
I see a lot of people having him like kind of like in that 8 through like 12 or something like that. I think he gonna go higher.
Yeah, it's hard not to take him high.
19. Go to state with Lively would be nice.
I haven't seen him anything lower than 12. And even 12, I was looking like, damn.
Who?
Taylor Hendricks.
Taylor Hendricks.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. All right. NBA draft Thursday on this channel. Also in the BR app, but you can just come here. Come here.
Come here.
Yeah, come here. Should be a fun
Come
night.
hither.
Should be a fun night. Anything else to talk about NBA basketball related?
No.
All right. Okay. I be letting it breathe. I let it breathe. If nobody say nothing else.
Well, I know it ain't ending because a lot of at the beginning and the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, that's why I was waiting for somebody to start it. I didn't want to.
Hilarious night, man. Hilarious night. Everybody waiting for the stories and
one of the best nights of my life.
A very good night.
Yeah, I think when you consider the live show, meeting all the people, and then going out and celebrating after.
It was like the perfect ending of a night.
This is what I was explaining to Suzanne when I showed her the picture of me and Pierre with the uncharacteristic for us, but fuck it, we don't get to do that.
Yeah, it was fun.
That like deeper than what we were doing. This is one of the few times where we've been able as a group to just enjoy a night together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, that wasn't work related, and that was where the value was for me. Even though it was fun as hell to be where we were, but like that's what the value was. Like I was saying on the deeper level, fuck Mike and Darrick. Me and Pierre have been cousins for 26 years. And we've been growing this business for 6 years now. This is the 6th season. I keep saying 5. 6th season. We haven't had a moment where we could just sit back and kind of reflect on what we're doing. And to have the money to the ears, like, hey, we've been doing good shit. You know what I'm saying? So
and
that's what it was.
I was going to say that on Twitter because there was people in the comments like corny and it's corny. But I was enjoying my day so much because it was either Ari's birthday or like Father's Day. I just didn't give a fuck.
I just be hating.
These days, I really don't even give a fuck to respond because it's like I just like it or I laugh because it's funny to me that people be thinking their opinion is like that valued. Like, do people make those type of comments and think I'm gonna be like, hold up?
Probably.
Andy said that it's fucking corny. Let me delete this.
He put that Jay-Z bar. Got money to your ear. There's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here. I thought that was funny. I personally would have quoted and say, go band for band there.
I put the Future thing up there.
Oh, you did?
Future made a Snapchat after Jay-Z said that with the money stack and said, you don't got the juice like that. And that's just what I put. I just took that and you ain't got the juice like that.
I think you can put your money to your ear, but also have a lot of money. Speaking from experience.
And so this is two things that I was going to say. Number one, dog, that's not flexing. It was like $600, $700.
It wasn't even $700.
It was singles. It was just singles.
Yeah.
That's not, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to flex, I would just screenshot my bank account.
If I want to flex.
You feel me? Or so we just go in the shop.
Show you the cars that I own.
Secondly, that was the whole point. It can't, being in a strip club in Miami after doing a live show, and this is KB's, he's about to get married, that can't be corny. There's no way. Then that's what I was going to say. So you're telling me that we got this money from this podcast that we started from nothing. We're on tour. And we in a strip club in Miami. And you finna get married. That ain't shit about that corny. But I was gonna tell him if it's corny, I'm the corniest nigga alive. Then shit, I'm finna get more corny.
That shit was fun, bro. As soon as we had sat down, I was like, KB, you get a picture of me real quick. Yeah. We might have to walk through this night because y'all was saying. I just remember we had walked in there, and we started we first found our section or whatever. We was trying to get to the ATM. Them girls is definitely fun. Them girls was dancing on me while we at the ATM.
That was funny as hell. I saw that.
You seen that? I want to let people know at home. I don't think any of us has ever been to like a strip club before.
No, we haven't.
Never.
So we didn't know like crazy strip club etiquette. Who to look for? What to
sent
look
the video
for.
to one of y'all with the
to
etiquette, and it was like not common sense.
Don't put your finger
in
nothing.
I mean, if you trying to do that, you.
It was more for
tripping.
jokes. You know, that guy was hilarious. But yeah, like what was that? Of course, obvious.
But yeah,
we didn't really know exactly what to. I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? You can look at pictures of the place you're going to, and still not know exactly. You can watch movies. Or
you can watch. I was watching TikToks you still don't know.
You just have to experience it.
Yeah, you just really have to experience. Because even in that, you know, even though it's a strip club, I'm not finna pull out my phone and record this naked woman dancing. Yeah. So you can't even, you're not gonna be able to see. But a couple things, very funny stories that we got to get to. Number 2, we have to do it again just because we have some experience.
Yes.
I feel like the second time would be even better.
Yeah.
I would love to see what the strip club that Terrence went to that he said was the best night of his life.
Yeah. Yeah, when he said,
because we both had different experiences at different places. We both saying 11-11.
11-11.
So
would y'all next time we in Miami, or
Going to 11-11?
I would want to go back to the same one.
Yeah, might go to both.
That's the one. Or go to 2 in one night is crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. But yeah, I like the one we was at.
Gary Trent Jr. opted into his contract.
Oh.
I did not expect that.
I did not expect that either.
Man.
Okay. All right. Well, that opens up a little bit.
That must really mean that they not rebuild.
Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, it's 18.5. Was he getting 18.5 on the market?
Probably not.
Probably not, right?
And he's the guy who should bet on himself.
Yeah.
Because if he shoots 40% from 3 now, if he has a better year, his year was up and down. Starting him, sitting him.
Are you trading him for Davis Bertans in 15?
Hell to the no.
Yeah. I would trade him for that.
Okay. All right, back to the stories.
So yeah, we got to do it again because we're gonna have much more experience. I'm gonna set the tone. We're gonna go over tonight for the people at home.
I didn't think I would be a guy that enjoyed it. You know,
game by game.
I didn't think you would enjoy it
based on who I am as a person and me being a homebody in general and just not liking to go out. I didn't expect it. So what I will say to people at home, even if you don't feel like you're the type of person, experience it at least once.
I'm proud of KB, bro.
I am because he immediately. I thought it was gonna be a moment where he was gonna have to break the seal. Nah, KB came in that bitch.
I'm proud,
with a
bro.
different button.
I was gone, so it was just like a little bit out of the peripheral of my sight. But I seen them; they was all crowding KB, and they was trying to get KB to drink for a minute.
Yes, they were.
He was like, no.
And this is what I tell the kids at home: do not fall to peer pressure.
I thought
they tried
he
to
took
get me
a
drink
sip.
a million times.
I thought he took some.
Never one time did I take a sip.
Them being them girls, we know he don't drink.
Yeah, we didn't ask him to drink at all.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, no, the guys didn't ask at all. But they did it up. They had a sign that said "Game Over Kenny" because they knew it was my bachelorette party. So I thought that was funny. And they treated us well. Like the hospitality was real. When you're spending that much money on a section, it fucking better be. But they did okay. Again, it doesn't want me to go to a different place. I would go back to that one, I think.
Yeah, I agree. That it did feel very comfortable in there.
So Anwar, you missed the first, so this is gonna be some news.
I was about to say, so you go ahead, tee it up from the jump. So
we walk in.
Yeah, okay.
They showing us where we're gonna be, letting us know how everything is.
First, I want to say, I felt like Darrick came in a bitch like a boss, so I got a reservation, and he's like, "Come on, we're gonna escort you to your spot." I was like, "Oh shit!"
And then I was like, "Hey, I got one more coming." He was like,
"Hey, what we've been talking about."
And then that's when I was like, "Let me text Anwar what to do before we get." And I was like, "Tell Justin." You with us.
Right. When I got that text, I said, "Oh shit."
I told y'all from the beginning, I was proud of D Mills way before just for setting. I knew how when he was calling me to set it up, I felt the energy from him.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. That's why the whole thing, I'm like, is this D Mills playing this?
Yeah.
I'm not going to hear nothing. D Mills is gonna talk to the dude at the thing. He's gonna be the guy that they talk to.
Okay,
D
They
took
really?
his credit card and his ID and
he's
authorization. Yeah.
We was all sitting down and Darrick was still standing up trying to like make shit happen. I'm like, oh
wow.
Because
everything.
Yeah, they
gave
that section wasn't even for us. We were supposed to be on the floor, Anwar.
But time out.
Okay.
This is the part.
Okay.
I don't have no experience in strip club, but I have experience in clubbing.
Yeah.
I was telling D Mills, when motherfuckers say shit like that, don't believe it.
Yeah.
They will always make it seem like they doing you a favor that they are not.
For you, my friend.
They're doing a favor for themselves.
Yeah. So they can get an extra 20.
Had all that money. We was finna throw a lot of. Why would they make it sense for us to put us right there?
And I was also thinking, those people that down there, they didn't look like I feel like they walked into those places.
Yes.
Yeah, like they
I feel
weren't.
like that was the only section unless you were going upstairs.
Unless it was like right where, like across from us, where
So
those other dudes were sitting.
We weren't supposed to be
on a
where.
floor. But why would y'all?
Oh hell no!
Exactly. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But they all. That's why they are just like.
And then he was like, "Hey, just for me getting y'all this section, can you each one of y'all throw me a dub?"
And guess what I did?
I did.
I gave him a
dub.
I gave him a dub for going back and forth to get that money.
That was nice.
One thing that I've seen in every forum, Reddit, TikTok. Just tip if somebody do you a service. If a lady bring you a drink, somebody give you a massage, a stripper.
Did we get a bottle girl or anything for bringing that sign?
She wanted a. Didn't she ask one of y'all for a posh?
I gave her $20 for her new vape.
So she good.
She could have hit my shit.
That's
Actually, no. She
said she lost her vape.
You tried to give it to her. What are you saying? No, you stuck your hand out and said here.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
He was drunk as shit, so I didn't expect to remember.
I do remember.
Yeah, he don't remember nothing. That's why P got to tell the story.
Whatever
because
song was going
remember
like. I-E.
Oh my fucking god, bro!
Wait, what song?
Oh my god,
Bro, I don't know
shit
what
was so
song
weak, but
that
they
was-
loved that.
Hey, I promise you, that was the moment where I thought to myself, "We need to rotate."
Yeah, they was
That
in
shit was
bitch.
obnoxious.
But they was singing every fucking
Bro,
word like
I
it's
was
a.
in that bitch turn his hell. singing that shit. But that's how I knew. I was like, I'm fucked up.
I was saying that shit to be funny, but they was singing that shit like it's a Drake song that we all don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
like,
what
the
song
fuck?
it is, but I need to find out.
But we get there. Darrick is setting the shit up. Immediately hit the cash, the ATM. The girls flocking. We get to the section. I remember Darrick is
bottles.
Darrick is with one particular girl. I remember her saying, "You could get telling me to get her friend." I'm like, cool. So the first 5 to 10 minutes, they all getting their dances. I'm watching. I'm just trying to see how this shit finna be. I'm like, okay, look at them. They doing their thing.
Right.
I'm waiting on my money and I'm waiting on that lick.
Right.
Do not get me distracted because I need my money and my lick. I never been to a strip club, so until I got my money, I wasn't finna be comfortable because we just gave him a bunch of money.
We gave him
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah, we did. I was like,
So-
is he gonna keep all that straight?
So I'm like, I need to see my money. I need to get until I can be comfortable. So I'm chilling. I'm literally like this on the couch, and to my left, niggas are starting that action. So I'm like, okay, he bring that money. Now I'm like, okay, cool. Then that lick come.
Okay.
I took one shot just to get me a little loose. The rest was it. But I say that was mistake number one.
What you take a shot of?
The Ciroc. We took the Ciroc shot
Bro,
first.
they was talking shit about the Ciroc.
They was. They
I had
was.
a drug
The
that
girls
was my
was like,
first-
why didn't y'all get tequila?
For real.
Everybody was blue.
That was
Well,
my first time taking a fucking shot of Ciroc.
I thought we
I don't know.
I thought after
I
the
got the
Cubs
Ciroc.
and the
I got
Sox
the Grey
game,
Goose.
we was tequila. I
I
thought
put the
we
liquor.
had that
I put the liquor in
conversation.
Mike's hands. I said, what do we get?
Every time they asked me
This nigga
anything,
asked
I
me,
pointed
like,
at him.
Right.
four
okay.
times. I was like, get the Grey Goose and the Ciroc. He'll talk to Shorty for 2 seconds. So we getting the Grey Goose and the Hornitos, right? And I'm like, no, we getting the Grey Goose Ciroc.
Because she was also saying other liquor to me too. So like, I had
Nigga
two
asked me,
different
like,
people.
four
I always say get tequila, Casamigos,
Casamigos, Don Julio, Reposado.
Yeah, I tweaked on not getting tequila.
It was fine. I didn't
plan on getting drunk.
I think you
anyway.
still got
all
you
liquor
were fine.
is
You were
not
fine.
created
But no, it's
equal.
good. It's not
and it
good
had
to mix
different
liquor.
effects on
Like I mixed Ciroc and Grey Goose. You're not. It's good to just have one straight.
No, but those
are both vodka.
Those
but
are
it's
still
both
vodkas.
vodka.
oh,
It would be different if you had Hennessy and Grey Goose.
Oh,
Yeah, you should
shit.
have mixed like
Oh.
light and dark.
He hanging on to that
Oh.
excuse. I mix liquors, nigga. You mix brands. You took Hershey and M&M and you put the
The problem
Oh,
was,
no, man.
the
Once I
problem
started
was
drinking
you
that Grey
drank it like it
Goose-
was water.
yeah.
that Grey Goose made me feel a little different.
You were drunk and hungover, so we're telling you, you were off the hinges. I told you several times to stop, and you said, "Why? I'm good. I'm good." Oh, okay.
But I know I was throwing money.
And then you started drinking out the bottle.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
And then after that, the other girls came later and was trying to get you to drink. And I'm like, hey, I kept telling the girl, no, you drink that by yourself. Do not have that man drink. And you was, pour me a shot, baby. Oh, yeah, he drunk. When you start calling everybody baby, I'm like, all right.
And he's saying that, and I'm sitting next to him. I'm saying,
Look.
Darrick, you good. You good, bro.
I came in
He
late.
was feeling himself. He'll bust out like, woo!
Yeah.
I came in late and I just see the bottles was gone.
I
I
do
didn't
remember the
know
woo.
how it got distributed.
This
And I
nigga
went
just
to
blurred out. I fucking love
Yeah,
Miami.
He showed it. He showed it.
He said that for
He
reason.
showed it.
He was blurting out shit
He
like
showed
that.
it. He showed it. I poured me and Mills a shot towards the head, and KB gave me a look like, no, he's done.
done.
But I didn't see all this.
Now pause this story.
Yeah.
Rewind till we about to head to the
Go ahead.
airport. BKB and him are sitting in a seat, and all we hear is, "Oh, no, if I can do this."
No, he said we chilling. We talking about the night. He say, I'm about to throw up. And he doing like this. And we like,
Oh,
what the
hell
fuck?
no.
Pierre's telling him to open the door. We're on the fucking highway.
Yeah, I couldn't open the door.
He said, open the door.
It was traffic. We stopped.
He was like,
Yeah, it was
get the fuck out
it was
the
like
car.
bumper to bumper. It was like bumper to bumper. So it wasn't like we was going 90.
Yeah, he was like, get the hell out the
and I'm
car.
like, raise the window, bro. Go out the window.
Hey,
Nah, you too big for all that, Bills.
There's a movie. There's a movie that in mind the whole time you was hanging out throwing up. You saw Hereditary, right?
Yeah.
With the
I was-
chick,
yes,
she's
yes.
having an allergy,
I
and she
didn't see
put her
that.
head out the window
In
and
the
she
car.
crashed to
Oh
like a
my
fucking
God.
hole. And when you got your head out the window, you weren't just summer over, bro. You was like, your whole body was out the
I'm
window.
sorry, then, because you know what I was doing? I'm like,
You was recording.
fucking crying, man.
I thought for sure somebody was recording it.
I
Hey,
wasn't
can we
recording.
get y'all flight got delayed all that? What time? What is it's morning?
No,
It's-
our flight
Bro,
got-
it's like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, we took
Oh.
off at 2, so like 12.
Damn.
I am crying laughing because KB said it was 3 rules. Have fun. What happens, and don't get drunk.
That was the
Cleveland. We remember the Cleveland trip.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I remember being in Cleveland looking at KB all fucked up. Like, I wish I was him and didn't drink. Yeah. And at this time, I was able to look at Darrick and he just going through it. And I was crying, laughing, bro. Yeah. But
I feel like I was fucked up. But I had to be not that bad because I wasn't doing that.
You was definitely drunk.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Just,
I remember
just like with them hot wings, like he be sweating.
He be
internally that motherfucker fucked up. But
one of the strippers
really
asked me like, "Are you drunk?" And I was just like, I don't even remember if I said yes.
I didn't see his eyes the entire night.
Well, because he had on sunglasses.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I didn't see his eyes the entire night.
No, she like, I would be like, I don't want to be like, yeah, and she'd be like.
His mannerisms.
To get this nigga money right here.
There was a point in the night where I was just so tired, and this girl, Alizé, I remember her name. It was the coolest girl there. She walked up. I'm like, you could dance on him, and Mike was like, and he just proceeded to just get into it.
Nah, it was one thing. I just know I started like I had the money in my hand, and it was like 3 asses around me, and I was hitting all, and I looked at the money, I was like.
That's that move. Once I felt like I started throwing to, that was my mom.
Holy shit!
I just take my stack.
Wait. Okay. Again, I don't know how deep you want to go into these conversations, but there was one moment you told me like 5 different times in that day, because that shit was hilarious. Okay, so the way we was lined up, Darrick was on the far end. Mike was second, and then I was in there, and then Pierre was on the other end. So whatever Darrick was doing, I couldn't really see because it's a lot of people.
Facts.
So you was relaying a story.
Yeah.
And I don't know how. Is there anything that we don't want to?
Is it when I was slapping her too hard?
Yeah. But that's the funny part.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm doing my thing. I'm throwing money, and all I hear is, "Ow!" I look over and she talking about you slapping it too hard. You slapping it too hard. Nigga D Mills talking about, sorry baby, I'm a little strong. I tell KB like, Pierre just told me the same shit. I'm like, I thought I was slapping there, but I ain't know. Y'all motherfuckers are leaving prints.
Motherfucker said, "Ow!"
Sorry, baby. I'm a little strong.
First of all, I didn't say I was strong. I just said my hands big. And that happened at home too. Dana said the same. One time I was playing with Dana and it was for real like you know how a person get a whooping?
Yeah.
She had like a welt.
Like a welt, yeah.
Welt on her ass from my hand. I'm like, damn. But I took that shot. This shit cracking. She instantly, whoa, hold up.
Oh man.
But anyway, that was our first mistake. We walk in. We so happy to be there. It's our first time as KB Bachelor. We geek, we lit, we got all this fucking money.
Just had an amazing show.
Yeah, we on a high. We don't give a fuck about none of the girls. We don't give. And we just happy to be there. And then after,
it's as stupid as it sounds, because we were at strip club, the girls didn't matter,
bro. On me, that's why
we was just having
for
fun
real.
together.
Yeah, the first 2 hours it didn't matter. Bro,
I was gone.
$300 into it.
Yeah,
Started to see their behavior pick up. I regretted it, because this is every man is going to have a different set of things that they value and appreciate at strip club. I am with you. I'm there. And I'm going to throw my money. I like ass. I like titties like every other man. But I'm also a chill dude. And you're going to get this money anyway. So I'm trying to vibe and have fun. That's why I said that Alizé girl was the funnest or the best. Because I told her to dance on you. She picked her money up from your shit. She sat next to me. We talked. Got to know where she's from. I'm just chilling right now. I'm not ready to throw my money. I needed a break.
I'm the opposite of that shit.
I needed a break.
No talking?
I'm at a strip club, Z. You just shake your ass. I'm gonna throw this money. You don't gotta do too much talking.
I need you to talk, because you're not finna have me burn a
No,
hole out of pocket in 2 hours.
I'm with
chilling.
I think I'm with
Same.
you. Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
I know everybody's here for a job and to get the money. You're going to get it. We here for the night. It's chill.
right.
The first
And
girl,
you see the money, like the
they
money.
wanted us to throw
No,
our
did
money
you
in
hear
the first
too?
hour.
I think I
Fuck
told you that story too. Cause D Mills is doing this shit. And remember, I think so they only had a $300 limit at the ATM. You had to take it out in You know, most of the
they wanted that $8 charge.
Yeah, I remember.
I think charge though, because I heard it's like 20 other places.
Oh
did
shit!
Did you only start out with 300?
No, I had more money in my pocket.
Oh, because I remember like they was like D Mill's not throwing his shit fast enough, and I'm like, damn, D Mill, like what you got going on? He was like, you said somebody would told you weren't throwing money fast.
The girls,
enough.
because they want him to throw it fast.
Yeah, and I had to
you don't listen to that.
I had to tell one of them.
Well,
I thought he just stopped throwing money. With this money.
If he
it's
did,
staying
though,
it's staying here.
that's what he want to do.
Yeah.
You don't throw your money based
They
off
was
what
trying
they
to take it
tell
out
you
your
to do.
hand.
Yeah.
They was trying to pull it out your hand.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you want it's a strip club. You want stripping and you want ass shit, all that. I understand that, but it's like we're going to be here. I'm not finna throw.
And ain't no other section throwing money. Where you going now?
Yeah.
Where are you going? This club is dry as hell. We the only one throwing money. Where are you in the rush to
They're
go?
trying to have you throw your money as fast as possible. No.
That's the finesse.
The real thing, they want you to throw the money. You realize, oh shit, I'm only 20 minutes in. Go back to the ATM, get more money.
Exactly.
That's their goal.
That's the finesse.
And
Nah, we ain't
we're
going
not
for
doing that.
Hell
So
no.
you might as well get comfortable, talk. It's tiring. It's gonna sound crazy. We had a lot of money. It's tiring throwing money continuously. Boom. But these are ones.
Right.
$100 in ones is a lot of
Come
money
on.
to throw.
Come on.
So after the fourth song, I'm chilling for a second. Relax. Relax. So I'm like, yeah, that would be the time. And when I was able to see, and because you're gonna get the money, it's just like in real life. I prefer to give money to people who ain't so fucking thirsty. You're gonna get the money, so just relax, bro. Once you act thirsty, it kind of turn me off, and it's like, bitch, beat it.
I'm saying, man, I'm not walking out of this place with $400 in singles.
But
that's not the goal.
You gotta help me understand how that first group kind of got acclimated at the. Like I said, when I walked in,
they saw us at the ATM.
It was an hour and a half after y'all had already been
Literally
there.
is going to the ATM.
So, yeah,
Darrick was doing it. I tried to hit the ATM. I got 300 out. They told me that I was my daily limit of ATM shit was done.
Yeah.
So KB had to give me. He had to hit the ATM for him.
My shit was tweaking too. I ended up.
I had the ATM for everybody.
I ended up
Except for
Apple
Darrick, I
paying
think.
because my bank they quick with the fraud for me. They be thinking, oh, you in a new city.
I'm like, damn, my shit tweaking. KB was like, don't forget you went on a little shopping spree earlier today.
True.
That was the Dior.
True.
Fucking, I went crazy.
So I ended up just having to
department.
send KB my bread too. Cause that shit was tweaking.
Everybody ain't sent
And
me
what
their
it was a
bread.
300. It was.
Everybody ain't sending you their money?
Everybody ain't sent me their bread.
I know he not looking at my direction.
Actually, I'm just talking shit.
I
I
sent
don't know.
that.
I don't know who sent what.
I
direction.
I felt like when I was at the ATM, I did it, but also I was drunk.
So I don't know. I'm just talking
If
shit.
it was $50, I might link, but 800, I'm sending it immediately.
Yeah, no.
I'll say it here. Boom.
Yeah, no, for sure. I ain't play.
But and I sent you 800. You didn't give me 800
Yeah, you 6. So you gave me 200
because it's for your night.
Yeah.
These other niggas ain't give you no 200 like
love.
they said they was.
Shit, that nigga gave me some more.
I gave him more. Yeah,
That's
That's
love.
crazy.
That's
Mike,
love.
but that I don't
the
expect
200
that
you
from-
gave me. I damn near just passed it to Mike.
I didn't expect that from nobody else but Mike. We all plan to give KB money, so he ain't have to throw that much. And Mike
was
took
with
money.
no more money. I said, here, Mike. Here.
Yeah,
Get a
Mike
dance.
had no money early.
Because he wasn't trying to chill and talk.
Yeah,
That's
he
why.
He just kept going.
That's why.
And I
Alright,
told
do
Mike
your
in the
thing.
behind the scenes.
I be trying to vibe.
Oh, when we first got here, I ain't saying this to be bogus. The girl from that first group that danced on him mostly.
She was bogus.
Bogus.
Bro, did you hear me? Look.
Body fucked.
Botch.
Did
That
you hear
wasn't
me,
Dr.
bro?
Miami.
That's the girl the girl he was with, that was her friend that I said, I'm cool.
Yeah, oh,
Got
no.
me fucked up. And she
Bro,
was over there looking
but did
crazy
you-
because another girl walked down. I was like, all right.
When we got to our section, I kept asking. I was like, bro, what a bottle. Like, I ain't doing shit.
just
So this
wanted
got
to,
some
yeah.
bottle. Like, I just want to get lit. Put the music on and let's get this shit cracking.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
the music wasn't too loud, bro. I was a little afraid.
Yeah, we was in that bitch chit chat.
Chit-chatting
yeah.
for sure.
I get sensory
But the music
overload
was
really
good,
easily.
too.
The music was solid.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear that round of applause. I was waiting for
man.
that.
Yeah, it's
I was
certain
waiting for
ones.
that, yeah.
I wonder if we could have asked dude. Like,
Nobody
for song
else was there.
requests.
We probably could have put some requests
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I swear.
I'm mad that we go to Vegas like throughout the weekend because that was a what? Thursday.
Yeah, whatever we do in Vegas is gonna be lit because it's first of all
Summer
summer
League.
league, so it's a bunch of people that's not even from there that's gonna be around.
Yeah.
and everything. But we gonna have a good time, man.
But
Okay.
what was the next?
I say all y'all went to the ATM. Then that's when
Congregate.
they
Me
right
and Mike were at
just
the
kind of
ATM for
basically
like-
follow back to the
Exactly.
section.
This is what happened because again, I'm a novice. I don't know shit. Me and Mike pulling out money. First of all, I feel creeped out by people just standing around me, putting my pen in, and getting
Yeah, same.
hundreds of dollars out, whatever.
I took it. I did what I did. Me and D-Mills walked back.
Yeah, P was like, bro, come to the bathroom with me.
But before that, a thick ass girl walked. Hey, I grabbed her ass. Fair exchange.
Fair exchange.
You trying to look into my hand and what I got? Shit, okay, I'm gonna do it back.
Right.
That's what the strip club is. Whoever you are, Monday through Saturday, you have to be that. You have to be the darkest version of yourself. And when I say dark, I don't mean too dark because some of y'all dudes out here wilder. But all of us in here are gentlemen.
All respectable.
We're all respectable gentlemen. In a strip
1,000%.
club,
But if a motherfucker asks me to go upstairs for the 6th time, I'm like, bitch, no. I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. You outside of that, it's like probably like, no, I'm okay. And I felt like there were certain times where we was being nice, we was being cordial, we was trying to make sure we wasn't being rude and disrespectful. Sometimes because it's a service, bro, and it's an exchange, it's business. You kind of have to put your foot down because they not trying to respect you.
Right.
You're asking me to go upstairs and pay for a sexual exchange is the most disrespectful thing you can ask of me to think that I would go. So now I have to put my foot back down on you and tell you, fuck no.
Bro, if I had relived that, it was one time and I had to stop throwing money.
We paid how much for the section?
She was a decent
$100,000.
And we trying to find a nice way to tell them to go?
Right.
It was a decent ass girl. She came over, she sat on my lap. Bitch ain't shake no ass. She on her phone. I said, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I was about to say, like, I didn't kick your ass off my lap, bro.
But yeah, that's why I say with experience, next time we'll have the understanding of we not being rude. We not calling nobody out their name or being like,
you have a right to ask for you want, especially when you're paying for a service.
No, I'm good. Y'all can leave now. We finna bring some other people in here, or I'm
like,
good.
Hey, y'all can clean up y'all money. We want a new round of girls
at the ATM.
It was like $2,000 on the floor.
Yeah,
right.
Good job.
I think they made like $2,400.
Yeah, good job at work.
That's what old girl.
Bro,
told me.
you know that's another funny ass story. Because remember at the end, D-Mills is telling people like, shit, ain't no money in this section. He telling girls like,
damn, we was gonna get to that.
Yeah,
bro. But this is the part though. He was telling the girl because I think they were cleaning it up, and I think she asked him like, she was like, "This is a lot of money." He's like, "Yeah, we threw like a couple thousand." I looked at him. I said, "We threw 15,000."
And then she was like, "Now he's lying."
Both of them. You went underwhelmed, and he went too far.
Okay, Drake.
We threw 15,000. Your ass also asked. He was like, "Who the famous? Like,
what a time to be alive."
Oh yeah, she said Drake was in here a few months ago.
She said, "Lil Baby too."
Say that.
Yeah.
Baby,
But she said Drake like to sit where we were sitting. Like he don't go up to the private rooms like the other celebrities.
I heard that.
Like she said Drake like to be out and like and about. I was like, damn, okay.
So to go on with the whole like, understand you gotta kind of it's okay to have a conversation, be like, look, move around or whatever. When I walked in, it was already bands on the floor was flooded. I couldn't see the carpet. I didn't know what color.
It was
the floor
one time where for some reason they had us all stand up and we was dancing while standing up, and I was slipping on the money.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, oh shit, I don't know why I didn't take a picture because the picture Mike got, it was a little bit of money.
It was blurry as hell.
But
I just remember I took that picture.
There was money.
So for me, I walk in. I already know what to do, who to ask for. I park the whip. I pull up. I'm looking for Justin. It's a table waiting. It's a section waiting for me. But great. You know what I'm saying? Right this way. He take me right to the fellas. As soon as they see that, like, hey!
And I at that hour when you said I'm gonna be there, it was two girls dancing. I said, hold up. We got a guy coming. When he comes in here, I want y'all to get out of, because at this point I'm already kind of tired of their ass.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when he comes in here, I need y'all. And then I saw you walking from a distance. I said, here he come. I get in, I say, sit down. Get y'all ass on him.
He's on it.
Y'all, let's huddle up.
Exactly. So I will say it sounded like that aggression that they was having really was progressive throughout the night. So by the time that I got there, they was very bold
for sure.
And I was only there 20 minutes, and they was pulling out my ones trying to throw my. I had to smack a hand. I was like, whoa! It reminded me of like when you in Vegas and you walking down the strip and everybody trying to take that picture,
but
and really they trying to finesse you off 20. You know what I'm saying? Or one time I was in Italy and it was raining. And everybody, umbrella. I'm like, get the damn umbrella out my face, dog. Like, so it was a level of like irritation. And I'm like, whoa, we done paid. I didn't pay to be irritated or annoyed while I'm here. So then you understand why people be like, nah, I'm gonna pick who. Nah, go on, sweetheart, you good, or whatever it was. So it was interesting that we had got to that conclusion at the same time. Y'all came back from the huddle. I'm waving down Buddy with the suit, like wrap it up, wrap it up.
We ain't say it on the podcast, but the girls came into the hallway like, your friend's scared.
Yeah, that is.
Like, your friend's scared.
They try to call me scared. No, y'all getting on my damn nerves, shorty. I didn't even take the. You know, when you get your stack, it's rubber band.
Yeah.
So you know cleanly.
It's rubber band, super good.
It's hella rubber bands.
Yeah.
I didn't even take the rubber bands off my joint. They trying to throw my whole stack with the rubber bands. I said,
Damn.
They said he by himself. We could
no, because it was three. Because it was three of them. They think that I don't know where my money at. They trying to say, "Whoa, I got a grip on this."
I was getting dances and my money was just like this.
Yes. Yeah. Nah,
My
you feel
shit was
me?
right there on the side. I
Yeah.
think me and KB shit was kind of next to each other.
And then take
Mike had like 2 or 3 stacks just sitting next to him.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, why you just
Mike
got his
crazy.
money out?
Mike crazy.
Bro, I felt like I was losing everything.
It really make me
You was
think of
losing
like
everything?
It's just that constant worry because I was drunk already. It's just
At
like I
one
had my
point,
phone in my wallet.
Yeah, at one point I gave him his phone.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's
Like,
crazy.
I'm like, yeah, bro.
How his phone get on your
Mike,
side?
that's crazy.
I
We were
had-
sitting next to each other.
I had just sent my
okay.
shit sitting on the couch, bro. I had my shit just sitting on the couch.
That's another note though. This is our first time, and I ain't know how to gauge. I wanted the attention. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted the strippers to know we was them dudes of the night, and we was the people that you needed to come by
Right.
if you was trying to get your money up. So I wanted to have my 900 yada
Hey,
yada yada yada.
They get paid an hourly wage, right?
I don't know.
I don't think
know.
so.
I don't know.
I think I've watched like how much I get paid in a day. I think I've seen something like that on
It's all
TikTok, and
based on
and I
the-
don't think that's the case. Yeah,
Interesting.
and the
Ne-
house get a cut, and it's
Right.
like it's
Next
a whole
time we
thing.
go, I'm definitely having my money spoon fed to me. I'm gonna get increments
Yes,
because I don't want the vultures. I don't want the hawks. I want them to think I don't have no money, and I can handpick. You know, you come here.
I started put the stacks in the pocket, and I only had one stack in my
Yeah,
hand.
that-
Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know
what
what
I
I'm
was doing.
saying?
My
I
money was in my
started to
pocket,
move
and
like
I did
that.
have one in
The
my hand.
night was in reverse. The less money I had, the better time I was having.
1,000%.
So that's another note. And then what was I about to say? Damn it. What was I about to say?
Just talking to the people is kind of fun.
I'm telling you, I don't like tweaking. That shit was fun.
That was
I was
cool.
too
You're gonna
gone-
get the
I was too
dance
gone to
anyway.
be
He was
conversing.
yeah. He
I
said
was
he was too
drunk.
gone.
Yeah, he was
Every
drunk.
girl that I talked to, they danced on me anyway. But
was
it was
cracking
a little,
jokes.
I ain't have to rush. Oh, and that's another one. Just going in there and just being like, bro, I'm at the ATM. Relax,
Right,
chill,
right.
chill.
I ain't like all that. I'm at the ATM. Someone pop up behind me. Everything 600. I got everything. I said, whoa,
Everything
chill.
for 600.
Chill.
Put that on the shirt.
Put that
Everything
on the
was
shirt.
600.
Everything for 600. I was baffled.
Y'all went up to them
And
private.
I was trying
What
to be
happened that went down in them private room?
nothing. It's just
No, it's a dance.
it's not even
Yeah.
a private room. Private room is upstairs. That's the other thing. They so quick to try to finesse on every single
Oh
thing.
my gosh, they
Ain't
don't
no
have to be
private
that.
room is upstairs. Ain't no private room.
It's a private dance. It's not even in a room.
Oh.
Every time somebody asks me something, I say, hey, I point to Darrick.
Big man in charge.
Jay Milton went up that bitch like 3
Big man in
times
charge.
Went up to where?
for that private dance.
No, I didn't. Not 3 times.
He was
Gunna.
Drunk. He was drunk.
Gunna.
So you was there the whole night next to me.
Gunna.
No,
Hell no.
I ain't go to the room.
Where did you
I
go
probably
to?
went to the bathroom, went back to ATM, but I ain't.
Hey, shout out to D Miller. He came to the bathroom. I say, hey, D Miller, I ain't going to the bathroom by myself.
Oh
No,
yeah.
Oh
The
shit.
bathroom was weird, bro.
Yeah.
That motherfucker had 50.
yeah.
The motherfucker had a
All
million
the cologne.
cologne.
I
in
tipped
the,
him too.
Yeah,
I tipped it, yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I did take a peppermint though.
I re-upped on his cologne too.
It's there. Hey,
Yeah, still. And then I was looking at the ones on the counter. He said, "Hey, bro."
Even
He
after
said-
the price that
and
I
he opened
paid.
up a drawer. It's
was more?
Yes, it was a
than
way
drawers.
more, bro.
Because there was a shit ton on the
Damn.
Yes, and he
Yeah, he
had
got a
drawers
drawer.
more full of cologne. I was like, damn.
Wow.
That shit was a little too cheap. I had time
I'll
for
tell
it
you
on.
something.
I couldn't be
I'll
mixing.
I didn't go to the bathroom or anything like that. Young lady, she got a whiff of me and she said, "What is that, Baccarat?" And I was like, the fact that she knew the exact type of
one?
cologne I was
Is
wearing.
that the one you almost fell in love with?
Nah, that was not the one I almost fell in love. That was the one that I said you got to get away from me before I almost fall in love.
End of the
that was
night.
that one.
The last person to give me a dance It's a person I talked to for an hour. She says,
Here we go.
she says my life story. I didn't tell her nothing. So I'm like, what the hell? You kind of good at this. I want to see more. Point at Darrick. He said, played high school football, wasn't that good as a bodyguard now. I said, he's not our bodyguard, but he definitely played football in high school. Definitely wasn't good enough because if anybody his size should definitely be Division I. There's no reason Darrick, if he wanted to focus on football, he would have been at Alabama. That's number one. Point to Contreras.
His whole life just flashed back to his,
His
football stage and like, damn, I should have took that shit serious.
I think about that sometimes. It's not new.
Point to Contreras. She says, nerd. Wait, not your typical nerd. He's cool. He knows how to hide it a bit. I said, damn, it's pretty accurate.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Point to Mike. He said, this motherfucker's hard to read.
You know what's funny? That's normal.
That's normal.
We can't even read it.
Yeah, I said, hey.
I can barely read.
I said, hey, you're pretty good at this, man. The guy is Mike. I don't know him either. She said, yeah, could be a serial killer, could be the nicest guy in the world. I said, hey.
It's probably somewhere in between.
Yeah. You're doing a good job, sweetie, as Kim Kardashian mom told her. Last corporate. I say, onward. I say, that guy right there. She said, oh yeah. Big time lover boy. We're in a strip club right now. There's no reason he should talk to that bitch for 35 minutes. I said it just that way too. There's a lot of beef, like you said earlier. There's a lot of beef between these dancers. No reason he should be talking to that bitch for 40 minutes. What is he in here for? I said, you're right. Contreras.
Pretty good.
I ain't talking in that anime ass
It sounds like that's a Dave Chappelle fake voice.
Contreras.
No, that's a fake name.
Contreras got his last stack. He said he getting his money worth. The top dancer in there. He said, Shawty, I don't.
Fucking gymnast,
mind.
circus freak.
That's who they were doing all that shit?
Bro,
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah.
At one point, she was on stage and she put her fucking leg behind her.
Was she doing that on you?
Damn,
She did like a
Damn,
flip.
man.
Yeah,
Because
handstand.
I remember, like I said, I seen the shit going down and I was like, I wish that shit was happening to me.
This is how good it was. I had 2 stacks left. She was dancing on KB. I was talking to somebody. I say,
That's how I look, bro. I feel that, bro. I feel that 100%.
you're not even dancing on me, and I'm finna.
I swear to God, I was doing that shit too, bro.
I go 25 extra. Oh, man. Fuck wrong with you doing all that shit?
I knew she was about to do some crazy shit because she got up. She moved the whole table.
The whole table. The whole table.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, I peeped on the stage and I was like, all right, I ain't give KB 200 to me tonight, but at least I could do.
Yeah,
I could be a talent scout.
Yeah, said, hey,
because I didn't remember
With
what
a
she looked
concerned
like. I
face.
just looked over to
I'm
the
like, what
side
the
and
fuck you
somebody
finna
was
say?
handstanding.
You remember what that girl looked like?
I didn't know what she looked. I could tell she
I
was black.
said,
She was
you
white.
funny
Was
as
she
fuck. I'm like,
Hispanic?
I
I
think
could
that's
tell
her, 'cause she had like braids.
she did have
She had
braids.
some
Yeah.
braids.
So
only thing
I
about
went and chased it down. Was like, hey, come to the
Most of
section.
her dance wasn't on you, which is fine. It was more performative.
Okay, I got
Doing the backflip, doing a split. I
Sightseeing.
was cool. Yeah, I was.
That
That
girl,
was cool,
Alizé, who I told to dance on you, and then you had left. Then I had guys dance. So I'm like, fuck, I got my energy now. She was A1.
I don't remember nobody. I remember
That's crazy.
I remember that first girl because it's like that was the first of the night, and it's
You
like I
had
was
them
that
shades
drunk.
on
She had a little
too.
trick. She
It was
gonna
already
pick
a
up
little
the-
dark.
She was dancing and picked up the money. She danced.
That
I'm
club
like-
had to seem dark as fuck to you, Mike.
Yeah, no, because it was darker than you.
I was
You
about to
had the
say,
shades on.
I didn't see your eyes the entire night. I didn't see your eyes not once.
Dark ass.
I don't even
shades.
see how you was seeing
Dark
anything.
ass shades.
My shades was like
Nigga,
lightly tinted.
They ain't had no fade, no
Yeah,
tint. No,
that
they
shit
was
was-
It's
black.
just shade on one side. I can see through the other.
Them was polarized
That's how
lenses.
glasses work.
The girl that was sitting on me, we were just talking at this point, but KB girl doing that, she like, why is she using all that energy? Y'all gonna throw the money anyway.
No, she came over to the section. She was like dripping sweat
Right.
because she had just. Cause she was on stage right before.
Yes.
And she was
That girl checked me
going
too.
crazy.
Not the one that was on you, but the girl that was saying all these things about y'all. Cause Something happened. I was like, dance on him. I'm like, what? She like, I don't really dance on anybody. I'm like, oh, excuse me, Mike Ugly.
Damn, I don't remember.
Yeah, you could some people were there for the dance. Some people was there for the conversational, like companionship more than actual dance. And I kind of mess with that. Because I think you need both. I think you need both at a club like that. Because some people there really just want the companionship.
So I think one thing I'll say, they kept being like, where you going? Where you go? I kept doing laps.
Yeah, you weren't really
I went in scout mode. I kept doing laps because after that first group, I was like, oh no, I'm being very selective. You feel me? Upon doing so, you start to see the type of people that are. It almost felt like someone was regulars a little bit, or like they got their little table. They came in with $100 after work.
Some dudes was in there literally just standing.
You know what I'm saying?
They by the door just looking.
So as someone who doesn't, I had been to the strip club twice before this.
That's $60.
I had been once in LA.
It only take 89.
And I had been once in Houston. Very different experiences at each club, and I realized states have different laws, like everything like that. So it was interesting, but I never really had the opportunity to sort of walk around and see what the crowd was like.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Every person I've talked to that has gone to strip clubs and shit like that. Like I was telling Flex been in strip club for a minute now, and I was telling him the shit that they was saying, offering, and doing, and he was like, "Bro, I don't know what strip club y'all was in. That Miami shit different.
The biggest strip club in America.
Biggest nude.
Yes.
Strip club."
I think you know what's funny. Before we went at 11/11, 50 Cent, Wiz Khalifa, and fucking someone else was performing at 11/11 that week.
Wow. That does not change my desire.
I had a great night.
Now the music is changing because we were in the club.
More people coming there to see them.
Who was there? Meek was there, right?
Yep.
And it was only Meek songs being played, which is fine.
Nah, that ain't
you want something? You know what I'm saying?
At a strip club, the last thing I give a fuck is somebody performing.
That ain't the vibe.
Besides the dancer.
Right. Damn, Mike, you funny.
But no, it was interesting to scout around and just kind of see the different, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this is like a regular, like, okay, on Thursday.
Is it dudes upstairs? When you went upstairs, what is upstairs?
Okay, so look, I went upstairs to see it was hard. Like, I kept doing laps. I kept seeing the same little group. They pulling. I'm like, ugh. All the interesting shit was upstairs. I go upstairs and it's just tables filled with the girls.
Oh, like that's their hangout?
That's their hangout spot. They taking breaks. They doing everything. Then there's a back hallway. And before you go to that back hallway, it's two white guys, heavyset dudes.
Oh, like they the security.
And they taking your $200 deposit to get one of the rooms in that back hallway. And like
stanky
all the girls are there. Like they not even going down to that lower level. They only upstairs.
The girl that was sitting with me for the last part of the night said that that's what she was.
And that's when I started. Like I seen one group of dudes. That's when you see the chains popping out. Like I seen another group of dudes. They was like more on some bougie Rolex and just a polo and black.
She told me they best night is Monday because that's when like businessmen coming in and they pay their money to do weird shit. I seen like
them type of looking dudes.
I'll give you $3,000 if you pour this champagne on your express.
Put a hot candle on my back.
Upstairs was cool. I could see it was a completely.
So there was like no dance. It was just hanging out.
Completely different vibe. There was no poles upstairs. A completely different vibe upstairs than it was down.
Yeah, that shit was crazy because she left me and was like, "I'll be back. I got it. I'm getting called on stage. I'm down." Motherfucker.
Hey,
motherfucker got stage times. Like
right. So all the girls upstairs was just chilling, and then when it's time to go to stage, they go down.
I didn't even see people throwing money on the stage.
The stage wasn't really popping.
The stage was weak as hell.
The stage was weak as hell.
You 10 feet away from me. Fuck, I'm throwing my money up there.
Yeah, nah. We ain't
you
doing
know
that.
how many shots you took?
No.
I feel like
it wasn't the amount of shots that he took.
I feel like I took like 6 or 7.
He was drinking out of the
maybe
bottle.
8.
Bro, he took damn near the bottle. Between the Ciroc and the Grey Goose, it felt like he done had a bottle.
That man set up there. That man set up there after we threw we threw nearly $5,000. If I'm just being nearly, I can't say exactly, but nearly. This man, and that's why I be telling your ass, even when you sober. Telling you what I be telling them.
Be smooth.
Be fucking smooth, man. Especially
this is hilarious because I heard this.
The lady comes over there, asks us for a massage. Do we want one? We say, nah, we could. Instead of just letting her walk off, He gotta add something. He has to speak. He can't just let somebody say, "No, we fine." Yeah, we good. Ain't no money in this section, baby. Got us looking broke, bummy, disgusted, worthless.
He making sure everybody in that bitch know.
And she looked back and was just like,
I heard that.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
oh
what,
man,
Bro, I
money
wish
in
I
this
would have heard this
section, baby.
nigga saying "baby" all to everybody,
Hey,
bro.
man.
that's a rock in
I
his
wish we had a
hand.
camera on Darrick just by himself.
He turned it a Puff Daddy. That's
Yeah.
a rock in his
I
hand.
did. Man, what a
The
night.
girl in the red come over there.
Yup.
She comes. She sit next to me. She whispers something in my ear. I'm not gonna say it on here. It was declined. So I'm just letting. I'm like, I'm done. Declined. I'm done. But I'm looking at him like, in my mind, like, you kind of pretty. So that was even a weird offer.
Yeah.
So then she like, let's drink.
I want to see you feel when you saying you kind of pretty.
Yeah, she was pretty. I didn't mean kinda, but I'm just like,
She was
So-
a level above most of the other ones though.
so she just ain't had the body that they had, but she was
sure.
pretty. Then she's saying, let's drink. She on some chit chat shit. I say, I ain't drinking. You know who said they wanted to drink? I'll take the shot.
Yeah, big fella.
I'll take the shot. So I
And
say,
he was okay. Keep I'm
you know, so I say, yeah, go. I say, you shouldn't. But he say, what? I'm good. I'm sure it's good. I say, oh shit, okay, big fella.
Okay, big fella.
They pulled the shot.
She didn't drink.
She didn't even want to drink. She handed her shot to
The Mike.
to drink half of it, and Darrick was like,
trying to have one else hit that ATM again.
and Darrick was pissed that she gave that drink to Mike, and Mike drank the shit.
And Darrick like, you didn't even take your
I
shot.
honestly thought motherfucker was just handing me a shot.
And then then Darrick downed his, and that might have been the last shot
Yeah, I
of the day.
think
He
that was last
downed it
night.
and told her, yo, ain't even worth 500.
I think that's where we wrap the story up.
Bro, D Mills is in that bitch wild.
Wild, then, bro. All respectable, of course.
That's just like when we was at the gym. The dude said, y'all need to get Dwayne Wade. Darrick finna give him a whole spiel. Man, we be trying to get, but you know, sometimes it ain't, man, it's just like, sometimes you just gotta tell a motherfucker, man,
Yeah, we got you.
I got you. Y'all wanna dance? Nah, I'm cool right now. Yo, yeah, I would get a dance, baby, but I blew all my money. Oh, y'all going to the All-Star game? We got. He say, we gotta see. That nigga too honest for me, man. Sometimes you just gotta be cool.
Nah, yeah,
You gotta
just
be
be
cool.
smooth with it for sure.
Y'all want to dance? Man, I would have got a dance, but my girlfriend said I got a limit of $500, and if I do that, she might break up with me. And I just came back and she was pregnant, and we had to go to our doctor's appointment. Like, damn, dude.
Bro, you had a really long day.
Damn.
Yeah.
flew
Oh,
in that
oh
same day.
wow.
I did.
Did the
flying.
show.
Where did you eat at the hotel?
They had a steak quesadilla. I had that.
Okay.
And I had got a cheeseburger too. It wasn't all that. I took a few bites of the cheeseburgers. That shit was still sitting there.
Wait. Patrick, you say you got what to start off with?
The steak quesadilla.
Oh, okay. Because that cheeseburger,
We
too, you
was
added that
only at the
motherfucker like it
break.
was a
It was
side.
only like a 2-hour break. I sure got to the hotel like, okay, cool. Then I'm like, damn, we got to get
You know
right
what?
back
I had
up.
some wings and things.
Oh, I took that bitch to win the thing. She wanted
We
to be
didn't
my
get.
man.
I was thinking about we didn't get wings at the strip club.
That's
Apparently
what
they were
that's what I
supposed to be a
was just gonna
hit.
say.
They was
That's what
asking, y'all want food? Y'all want this? I'm fucking eating.
Bro, I wouldn't have ate none of that food right now.
I wouldn't either. Hands
Not-
sticky and
yeah,
shit.
not right
Shit
there.
got booty sweat on it.
Nah.
Might give him some flavor.
I went to the strip club in Houston. I didn't throw no ones. I literally just came in to get wings. But I think if I was actually finna throw some ones and have a whole,
It sound good, but in the
I'm probably
actual
not
thing.
interested
'Cause I
in
used to
eating
be
Motherfucker
like,
it.
got open pit barbecue sauce on the
Right.
ones and shit.
yeah, I'm probably not interested.
Bitch probably
in
really
it.
want to dance on you. She like, you eating.
You got Frank's Red Hots on the
Yeah.
fives.
Some of the last one, curly hair that I didn't like that. Yeah, the last one. She told me, Dad, she not allowed to drink. Is what she told me. Which I don't know if that was actually. She said they.
Which one told you that?
The ones
was all
I couldn't
with the
tell.
curly,
Yeah, I
with
could
the
tell.
curly
At
at the
Shit, I
end.
felt like we got
She's-
that bottle. They was busting that bitch open for
Yeah.
us.
She said
Old girl was
that.
trying to get me to go get tequila.
Well, maybe that first group don't really.
It's like
Maybe that first group do what
Yeah.
they want to
She
do.
asked me, can I buy some crack from the dude in the back?
Oh wow,
I'm just joking. I was saying, oh wow.
wow. I was about to say maybe that first group be doing what they want to do. That threw me off.
Yeah, see, like
Cause one shorty was asking me, "Oh, y'all got weed? Y'all who smoke? Y'all smoke? You got woods?"
who said that?
This one shorty that pulled like she was doing too much. She was doing too much. I don't like all that pull on my hand. You see me pull back, and then you want no
Strippers.
All the strippers watching this.
Look at our calendar. See when we going on tour. Give us some discounts. We will get it popping. But make sure you are on some chill shit. That aggressive shit is gonna get you aggressively kicked out of the section.
yeah.
I like shit. I'm there for the night. We not there for 30 minutes. Motherfucker try to have you throw $900 in 20 minutes.
Crazy.
Damn near did.
Crazy.
And it ain't like they had nowhere else to go.
But I agree. I agree with you, Peter. The back end of that was a great time.
Phenomenal.
They was cool. Like, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Put me on game. I was like, put me on game. So what else? Like, she was
Yeah,
like,
let me recover.
yeah.
And put me on game. I was
Put me
asking
on
so
game.
many questions.
Yeah, they was like, oh yeah, don't do this, do that.
This is the
and that's
perfect
what she told me.
people to
Like,
ask.
that's why she said she's like, oh, we actually really not allowed to drink on the floor. Like, she said it's actually damn near cheaper, or it'll come out to be the same price if you just got the room upstairs that was $200. And then she said you could pick your own music, the bottles come out or whatever.
That's what I was saying. We should have told they is here go that it was an extra $300 because we controlling the music, motherfucker. Oh, yeah. What they were singing, Mike?
For sure.
Yeah, I
think I was there for that.
That shit was
I
so
just-
weak,
I think
bro.
I remember them
I just
singing. I was
fa-
like, what?
I just remember like I was dancing hard as hell. I remember KB. I think KB was doing it too, just as like.
I think I was in the beginning.
I
Then
don't
eventually
remember.
that shit became.
But that's
Became
the
annoying.
only thing I remember from that song is I-E. Everything else, that shit didn't.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I got a scorecard checklist for anybody that's coming to get my money. Gotta be on some chill shit. Okay, let me see your body proportion. Oh shit, BBL was too fucking fucked up. Okay.
For some botch stuff for sure.
Oh, you offended me asking me do I want to go upstairs for $500. You should know I ain't down doing no shit like that. You should be able to look at me. No, I ain't paying for nothing like that. I got a girl at home. Stop playing me.
A checklist. Hey, but for real though.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere with my girl, but the strip clubs here ain't like that.
No, they not.
They not.
Which that's probably better to go with your girl, just chill. But yeah,
that's
not
what I
like
was.
that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That
Because there
would
was
be
a couple
cool.
people there that were there as couples.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I was people watching too, especially
Yeah.
towards the end.
It was a
Right
couple.
across-
It was a
right
couple.
across from us.
Yeah.
And
They was over there smoking hookah and just chilling.
I
They
thought my
was smacking
first,
ass together. I was like, oh,
I
let's
thought my
go.
first-
I've
Strip
gone with
club.
homegirls.
I thought my first strip club appearance was gonna be with them. We were supposed to go to some place. We ended up not going before this trip, but we planned on go to one place. But I want to go with her to a place like that.
Yeah.
I kind of just want everybody to experience that because they wilding over there. That's why I can't wait to see what Vegas gonna be like,
Yeah.
and we can compare.
And we could compare.
That would be funny
Well,
when we could
well,
all like,
here's
pull
what
up
I-
at a strip club with our girlfriends. That would be crazy as hell.
What I'll say is Houston is a very cool little vibe. Now it'll be in September, so it'll be after the.
But you know what? My homies is coming to that.
So the other
Like Flex, Darney, Ontario.
So the other
Houston,
thing that I was
they
gonna
coming to
say-
Houston. They
Oh.
already booked. Darney just booked his shit.
is I'm working it out.
Working with her.
So Drake was supposed to be in Houston in July,
Okay.
but he had to move the dates around. And it's looking like Drake is gonna have 2 shows in Houston in September.
Boy, we
That's
in here
you
talk-
shit.
Don't worry. We talk about strippers.
That's
with
you shit.
panties on the floor.
You don't
Ass
think
out.
the strip club gonna be OD when
I mean,
When
yeah, but
Drake-
at the same
Nah,
time,
that's
Competing
what
with that
I'm
nigga
saying.
Drake in the strip
yeah,
club.
that's exactly what Mike said.
J. Cole said he not doing that shit. Why the fuck would I think I can?
He throwing 4, I'm throwing 50.
That's a good point.
Ain't you supposed to tip more? I don't see no. Ain't you supposed to strip more? Confessions of a cheap ass nigga. But yeah, that's exactly.
That's what made it good though, cause like
We
you
was
said,
the
we was
top
the only,
dogs.
we was the
Yeah.
only motherfuckers in there throwing money.
Yeah,
It's just
you-
unfortunate none of the other girls could come in
They
because they
could.
weren't.
They didn't want to.
Yeah,
they
they-
ain't no rule, but
it's
they
the
could.
let's talk
politics.
about the
They
beef of that a little bit too, because we was hearing that after the fact.
Yeah, but that's I like I told girl, that's some scary shit.
Yeah.
Don't.
But what I will say in terms of like y'all had walking in there and it was like we the table that y'all want to be at.
Yeah.
It was funny how like after the fact when that first group cleared out, everybody was like, "Oh, we wanted to come.
That's what everybody
we wanted
say.
to come.
I saw
We-
y'all. Yeah,
Well, we saw y'all. Y'all was just throwing. Y'all was going crazy. So it was cool that you know what I'm saying that
Yeah.
basically the section was lit.
Do you watch NFL?
Yeah.
You know they have position competitions. 2 quarterbacks compete for the spot. Oh, you don't. Oh, you Julius Randle. You
Oh,
didn't
bro.
want it bad enough.
But it was just cool that so they was talking about our sex, like you know what I'm saying. They was talking about our sex.
I didn't notice
y'all was plotting on us
in that fucking club.
You crazy. You
I didn't know
crazy,
our
man.
section
You a
was
special
lit.
division.
It was girls walking past looking in our section.
I always gotta
like
stay
they
on
wanted to come
S.
I
in.
felt like there was always somebody in front of me.
I gotta
Except
be
for there
on
was
point.
one part. It was one part where that dude he had came up. He asked me if I was drunk too. He's like, "Are you good?"
Like the manager dude?
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I'm the rest of my."
That dude
ass."
told me and D
he dabbed me
Mills
up.
he specializes
Oh,
or he's professional.
professional in pussy or something like that.
I was like, yo, you crazy for that title, man. Yeah. Get y'all money up. Go to a strip club, man. It's a nice place for men and women to go.
Yeah.
That shit was definitely one of the funnest nights of my life.
Yeah. It's nothing like booty. Motherfucker had me feeling like Fleece Johnson. Booty was more important than water. And on that note, that's a wrap of Through the Wire. We will see y'all on Thursday for the NBA draft. And let us know what the strip club life is like in your city if you're on our calendar. Toronto probably dry.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Toronto probably got a strip with their clothes on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
We could strip, but we have to take
stripping off the cardigan so you can see the sweater.
No, let me stop playing with Toronto. They probably get busy out there. But yeah, much love.
Peace.